Daughter want juvenile jail and the mother want jail. Point blank, period. There are no two ways about it. The daughter know exactly what she was doing. You get in trouble for bringing men in your mother house already. That means she warned you if you bring a man in this house, what can happen. So that means you intentionally put a man life. Yes, listen to me. I'm not negating that the man is wrong. He's wrong. For going after a 13-year-old, yes, you are wrong. But let me take that out to play. Let me say it was a 16-year-old boy. Let me say it was a 14-year-old boy. The main fact that you know that your mother tell you that if you bring another boy man into this house that she can put a GUN to his head, and you still sneak a man into that house, you intentionally put somebody else's life in danger. That's number one. Number two, the mother unalived that man because, as I said yesterday, she unalived the man out of shame. You're ashamed that you're a bad parent. You have no parenting skills. You cannot control your daughter. You're threatening your daughter to unalive somebody else to govern your daughter. That means you have no control of your house. Number two, you left in a 13-year-old that is a child with other children to raise other children. That means that you, as a mother, already making bad choices. Point blank, period. Because you having children with men that you can't depend on these men when you need to go work. You understand what I'm saying? So you making bad choices. So you's a bad mother all around. So you want jail. No, this situation it just come up on the fly. Yes, and all of this thing that coming up about this boy after the fact, oh, he's this and he's that. This is a lot of people too that close to the situation that don't want the mother to go jail, that forming all of these opinions about the boy. Yes, he's wrong because he older. Yes, let me nip that in the bud. But at the end of the day, if it was a 14-year-old boy that she would sneak in the house, he would have still got his head blow off. No, she want jail. She want juvenile detention for about 20 years old she life, and the mother want jail for however long the court see fit. Both of them, because the mother is a nuisance and she do not deserve to get back she children either. Because she is a nuisance mother.
Yeah, we can't say that. We don't know. We don't know the history of her and her 13-year-old daughter. We don't know. Once again, I want to say some victims, right? And I think Lovely spoke a little bit on this. Some victims do become over sexualized and promiscuous and do not listen to their mother if there was prior acts, right? Specifically, we don't know the story of these two, especially with her and the children. Respectfully, Lovely also talked about how when she was an older child, she was left to watch her kids and this and that nature. I'm not gonna sit here and judge someone because of the current economy and that they gotta work and have other people watch their kids, and especially for men who and put the blame on the mother, the parent that stayed, and not the man who left. Right? Let me start there because I find it. I just find it crazy that we want to say a 13-year-old girl should be held accountable, right? When we don't even know what happened to her in her entire 13 years of life. We don't know what made her do this. We don't know my mom told me that I could bring you in this world, I could take you out. That does not mean she actually was going to. Like my mom said, probably some threatening things, right? Children test waters, point blank, period. And I find it's just relatively disgusting that we are sitting here trying to put the blame on a 13-year-old girl rather than the goddamn 20-year-old. And then I'm okay with even blaming someone other mom on her reaction. That's just nasty.
And see that, and I want to say this too, like, and I won't say because I know I had a great mom growing up, right? But my dad was off in the military, and she had to work because we know people in the military aren't paid a lot. The difference is I think that qualify for SNAP because of groceries so high. And I think anybody up here that has raised again, when you got a teenager that's sexually active or whatever, that's a whole different ball game, like a totally different ball game. But I think where the mother dropped the ball is that when she, because this the thing, Memphis is not that big, right? So all these, if I done seen these pictures online of this little girl and stuff that she posting, the mom done seen it too. I think that the mom should have taken other avenues and went to, especially like, checked her local resources for some type of help where she can really intervene, put that child in some type of counseling. So but as far as and again, right? We don't know the age, but we do know that he's a 20-year-old man. Like we do know
I
he
didn't know
has a
he was
history.
that old. She didn't know that.
I know, but what I'm saying, what we know now, I'm talking about his responsibility. We know now that he was a 20-year-old man. And I'm telling y'all, like any parent on this panel that got children, they will tell you that situations with their kids have occurred where you almost went to the point that you snapped. Can't no parent alive tell me that the raised kids that their kids have never done something that has almost took them to over the edge and this lady snapped. But when it
Okay, so
coming back to this grown ass man, right? I'm gonna say this: you can
when
have a
did we
girl.
start considering 20-year-olds grown? Respectfully,
He
Sis,
grown, Lisa. He grown.
always.
Lisa, what
I
are you
like
talking
like
about,
you.
Lisa?
This is
Don't
why
mute
you.
me.
Let me
Don't
tell you
mute
why you
me.
gotta be careful. Let me tell you why you gotta be careful doing that, Lisa. It's because it's like you justified in pedophilia.
No, I'm not.
That's
Yo,
the
I
way it's
kind of,
coming off,
No,
though.
I
I'm
kind of,
not.
I kind of agree with Lisa because I'm like, I grew up a little different. Like it was that little age shit. Like my mom always said, in life you got choices. Hey, you got to live with them. You go out there and do it. Hey, you do it. You got to suffer the consequences that come with your actions. So I ain't do a lot of the shit these kids were doing now. Don't get me wrong.
So
I
if
was
you
out there.
agree, so if
Hold on.
you agree,
Thank you,
you
Ward.
should
That
be the
But
exactly.
wait,
man.
I'm about to get to that. So I disagree with how we are as a society, how at 17 years old, you know what I'm saying, they're codependent on us. But the day they turn 18, people automatically want to call them an adult and they want them to make adult
We talking
choices.
about sex here, man. Like you trying to
And life,
compare
but
like
no,
life
no, no, I'm just saying
when
in
it
life
come
in
when it
general.
come when it
That's
comes to
go ahead.
when it comes to sex, right? Age
Hmm.
fucking matters, man. Like I'm gonna ask you, Steph, are you if a girl look grown to you, right, and she fast, are you gonna have smecks with her because culturally at 20 years old, you might have elders looking at you like a child? I'm gonna ask the men on the panel.
So for me, my
No,
ex and I,
no.
go
Y'all
ahead, brother.
comparing cultural
I
things
was
to
gonna say
actual
that
legal things
the
is
what
weird.
happened to us young, those things wasn't okay at all,
Right.
and it breeds a culture to make it seem like that is okay. Like somebody that's coming to high school games and talking to high school kids, that's not okay. Like for instance, when I my first job when I was working at the McDonald's, the supervisor was a grown ass woman, married and everything. She used to try to lock me in the damn back room and mess with me and shit like that. And I used to have to push that woman off. That's not normal. That's not okay.
If she
And
was good looking,
so,
Sip, would you have pushed her off of you?
huh?
I'm messing.
That
I'm messing.
grown ass woman.
If she
Cause
was
Oh,
fine,
that
Sip,
lady,
you would have let
something
her.
was really wrong with her for real.
No,
Like one of
stop. Let
my
me stop.
games, she
Bruh,
actually showed the
bruh,
hell up.
bruh, this ain't that. This ain't none of what you saying.
What? What are
Pack,
you talking about? The
you
This
girl
got a
ain't
was
that.
bar.
13 and the dude was
Oh,
20.
damn.
Pack, you got bars.
Ah, damn it. I'm sorry. I'm on 14th Street in New York. You hear me better now? What about
The
now?
girl
Yeah.
was 13 and he was 20. That is a 7 year age gap. So it is similar. It is the same.
Well,
Grown people,
he's lucky he
especially
didn't use
outside of your
the
age
soccer
group,
thing.
should not be
It's not the
messing
fucking thing.
with minors.
Hold on, Tech. Let him
Wait,
finish
Tech.
real quick.
Yeah, well, then I think you
Tech
misunderstood.
Yeah, I'm
coming
sorry. I'm
up
going to close
hot
out. I'm going to put
What
that.
the
Just,
fuck?
just
Sorry.
cuss
come
that
on.
man out.
Go
Like,
ahead. Go
Go,
ahead.
go ahead, Tech. What are you trying to say?
yo, a 20-year-old is not the same as a 13-year-old. I'm sorry. We don't even a 20-year-old is not. You guys hear me well?
Yeah, but you're agreeing with him. I want to let you know that. But go ahead.
Yeah,
He's
you
not
agree
one
with
as
No. I'm
men.
saying that. I'm saying I thought he was saying that it's the same.
No,
That
that's
they're
the
the
guy
No,
same.
you
next to
agree
you.
with.
That's
No,
the
what
one
they're
next
like,
to
Okay.
you.
what they're doing.
See,
Let me
Tech
tell you
ready
what
to
they're
fight.
doing.
No, let
Tech.
me
They're
stop.
I
comparing.
know. I'm
Okay,
working on it. I'm working on it.
Tech
okay,
got
this
our
is
back.
me,
No, I'm
right?
messing.
What they're trying to do is compare this situation and say that okay, you know how I might say, he's 20, he a baby, he's so you don't know nothing about life yet. They're trying to compare that to the 20-year-old laying with a 13-year-old and saying, well, in black culture, we don't really consider a 20-year-old grown. But we're talking about smacks here. We're talking about intercourse here. Like a 20-year-old ain't got no business having sex with no 13-year-old.
So do
Fuck
you
it up.
think
A
I have a
16-year-old has no
question?
business. But go ahead.
So do you think a 41-year-old has business doing sleeping with a 20-year-old?
No.
No, I don't. That's too much of a. That's a. Let me tell you something, sir.
Go ahead, man.
I'm gonna sit here and tell you. I'm gonna tell you this, right? No, they got multiple decades between them. To me, an appropriate age different once you are grown, right? Once you are grown, I would say between like 10, like if you got a 10-year age gap, okay, fine, whatever. But 20 years, no. What do you have in common with that person?
No, I agree.
But I mean,
People don't
but
talk about it.
I'm not saying that it's not illegal to do, but it's just weird and creepy to do. Like, why would you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
I feel
that's
weird
what I'm
dating
saying. Like,
What do you
somebody
mean?
20 years younger than me.
yeah, and
If
Miss
I
P, and
That
Miss
is
P,
wrong.
you got the same age gap, Miss P, with your wife that I have with my husband, right? And that's fine. But we're talking about, but 20 years, hell no.
But we're also talking about respectfully children within the system. So a 13-year-old is either one in middle school or about to leave middle school, right?
Yes.
And a 20-year-old has finished middle school, finished high school, and is also at least 2 years into their college if they're smart, if not one. Well, not if they're smart. I mean, if they started right away. So I would say
God damn, Q.
respectfully,
That was mean.
respectfully, 20 to 13 is diabolical. 18 to even. I used to hate when seniors try to get at freshmen because we are fucking children and you were about to be a grown ass adult where you could do certain things. That is disgusting. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care if the child came on your lap and said, let me suck it. You are a
I
grown ass
agree.
man and
But
wait,
you
hold
need
is
to
that
on.
know.
illegal?
I had a
You
senior
need to
girl holler
know.
at me when I was a freshman. That's a
That's
bad thing.
illegal
That's
though.
that's
It's
a bad thing,
illegal.
Con. Yes, I still.
That was a bad man.
I mean, I
Gas
think
my
I
head up
don't
so
care about the
much.
gender. I still care. And Alki, I'm not coming for your parenting. I don't know why you keep mentioning your children. I'm not talking about your parenting. I just said you're prejudging. I didn't say projecting. So I think there's a mishap in terms of I was talking about the little girl, not the mother. I don't respectfully. Like I said before, the mother overreacted 100% in terms of Well, I can't say I overreacted 100%. Sorry, but I think the mother should have took other avenues first, right? Because now, unfortunately, her self defense case is in the wind is out the window. Like she's going respectful. She's going
He said
down for
it's
at least
cute. He said
manslaughter.
it's cute.
I agree with the mother, but the child is what I have an issue with people. And it wasn't really just you, but I have an issue with people who want to put on the child without knowing her story and
But
what she's been through, because that psychology shows that people who are promiscuous also used to be victims, especially in this nature at her young age. So no, I'm not going to prejudge the daughter and say that
let me say
she
this,
did that. Oh,
right?
my phone died.
Well,
Go ahead.
effort to catch my daughter, right? Before we take out the pew pew and take out the unaliving of the man, right? If the unaliving didn't happen, when I get there, instead of unaliving the man, first thing first, I would have called the police for him, but I would have also take my daughter to juvenile court, and she would have had to take some sort of accountability for her actions. Not after
Exactly.
I warn you, not after I warn you not to bring a man into my house, and I come home and a man in my house. No, I would not have unalived him. I would have called the police for him, but I would have called the police for her. She would be facing juvenile court the next day as well. She has
Exactly.
to. You see, what happened is we like to pamper our children. Oh, the behaving bad, something got be wrong. So sometimes nothing is wrong. Some children just like to be in the streets doing what they see other children doing. Sometimes nothing is wrong. Sometimes children just like to be disrespectful to the parents and disrespectful to order and law and being Sometimes nothing don't be the issue. Sometimes children just like to be rebellious. So no, I am calling the police for you after I had you 2 and 3 times about the same issue. I'm putting you in the police hand to save you from yourself and to save myself from going jail. Point blank period.
You're putting her in the juvenile system with other women, with other little girls who were sexualized, other little girls who committed certain crime. First of all, the juvenile system is not a treatment rehab. Let's be very clear. If you were, hold on, Alki, I let you talk. 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 If you would have said, well, I'm going to seek help, like Lovely was talking about, right? And so whether it's counseling, whether it's an intervention, things of that nature, that's understandable. But just to throw someone in jail, especially in the system of the United States of America, right? Our juvenile system and our regular prison system is not for rehab. They've never have been. She's actually more likely to be susceptible to people who unfortunately went through worse than her and pushed that on her. So I totally disagree. And once again, a girl, that this does sound odd that the mother told her before, hey, if you bring a boy in here, I'm going to shoot. Meaning there were prior incidents or incidents, which also we do not know the full little girl story to know whether or not what the fuck she's been through in life to make her promiscuous. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and I just want to comment because I think I can really speak to this. Like, I'm here to tell you that locking your child up is not going to help. They need like intensive therapy, right? They need an actual, like, this is why I always was like for the Boys and Girls Club and like Big Brother Big Sister, right? Because it's rehabilitation does not happen during incarceration. That is an actual proven fact, right? Especially in the state that they're in Tennessee. Like, that state she's in right now is trying to lock up homeless children that can't be adopted. That's actually on the floor to be debated. So
finish, Lovely.
Yeah, and so
do y'all know about the laws?
And I'm gonna say this, and I think it's and I'm in Aki, this is no attack on you at all, right? But I truly think that thinking the solution would be to, okay, let me just lock my child up as a form of punishment. I think that's a sign of like poor parenting too. You're going to skip treatment and therapy and go straight to incarceration because obviously there is a mental and emotional thing going on there for this 13-year-old to feel like she has to go and have sex with all these multiple people. Like, you need to find, as a parent, it is your job to go to the root cause of why this child feel this way. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not going to lock up my child before I figure out what actually happened to my, because Alki, I'm gonna tell you, I was SA when I was 9 years old by one of my older cousins, and he was in his 20s, right? And I became a withdrawn child, right? And it had the opposite effect on me, but I had to deal with some serious emotional issues because of I was literally ashamed. But I know girls that went through what I went through, and they became hyper sexualized. Like, they were having sex from the time that they were abused all throughout middle school, high school, or whatever. And the issue is that even within my adulthood now, right? I still have moments in therapy where I go back to that moment because I always want to try and, kind of redo my childhood sometimes. Like, it sounds crazy, right? But you can't, locking a child up is only going to make her worse because now you put her around other young ladies that did not get the help they want. They could be abusive towards her, or she could be abusive towards them. And you're setting your child up for a life of incarceration because she will become indoctrinated to that particular lifestyle, into those particular barriers, simply because she's being exposed to it at a young age. Incarcerating her is not going to change her. What's going to change her is therapy, conversation, acceptance, and accountability. Go ahead, Ms. Davis.
Yeah, because I wanted to speak on the fact that I have worked in a correctional facility before. I worked at a jail. So if you think locking her up is going to keep her from either being, sexualized or great, that happens in there too. They learn some bad behaviors, because you can turn a person that can be, as you can say, recovered or get some type of help, you can make them worse instead of trying to, quote unquote, fix the problem. That does not help, because there's a lot of people that's been locked up and that haven't done anything, and it changes them for the worse. So be careful when you just want to lock somebody up and throw them away, because remember, our people was done that way.
Can I speak when she's finished?
Respond when y'all finish. When you done, mom, I can respond after you.
Oh, okay. Did you say me? I'm sorry. Did you say I could speak?
Yeah,
Oh,
when you
okay.
finish. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay, let me clarify what I said. I didn't really explain it thoroughly, but I worked at the juvenile hall here in Vegas. It was years ago. Everybody knows my age, 83. So I'm going back 40 years. Okay, things have definitely gotten worse now. People don't care out there now. Customer service, police brutality, just it's much worse now out there. But back then, when I worked at the juvenile hall, I didn't get it. I hadn't gotten my degree yet, so I couldn't be a counselor. But I knew all the counselors there, that counsel, and they were very good counselors. And lost my train of thought here now. Oh, so first thing, when they brought a juvenile home that was unmanageable, just an unmanageable child at this point now. Nobody that's robbed something or killed somebody, but an unmanageable child. First, they have to take a shower. They have to make sure they don't have any. I had to frisk them, make sure they had no weapons on them. And then they'd have to go in the shower, clean down. And for 2 days, they had to be locked in. Now, hold on. After that, they contact the parents of a juvenile, a minor, and let them know they have to get a hold of them within the 3 days. And on the third day, the parent has to come down there. One of the parents or caregivers or whatever, and they get to somebody, an adult that is in charge of these kids. And now, in some cases, it works to scare them, but not all cases. But some cases, oh God, they cry, I want to go home. Mama left me up here. It doesn't work like that for every one of them. But back then, it did scare some of them up. So that I wanted to clarify that. They don't just automate, and they will counsel them. They will counsel them. If they come if a minor comes up with a legal charge, the courts will hold the child there in juvenile until that's straightened out. And in the meantime, they had counselors there with degrees, all kind of degrees, to counsel them the best way they could. So I just wanted to clarify that. I didn't just say throw them away. I didn't mean that.
I think
may I speak after you, Lisa?
Sure. Yeah, I get what everybody is saying, and trust me, I understand it. However, I still think everybody's equally responsible here. And then two, when I found out that the mom had warned the daughter about bringing another person in her house, and she still did it. I mean, listen. Consequences have actions, and unfortunately that what y'all like to call grown man is in the ground because of it, because of his actions, her actions, and the mom actions very equally. I don't know why we just can't say that. She was not a saint. He did not break in the house. We just have to call it for what it is. We need to stop making excuses for what actually happened. That's it.
Well, I will say mom took it way too far. There were other opportunities for her to try to address the behavior that was going on. Aoki, there are so many resources out there. You'll be surprised within your own county and your state for families who are struggling with children who may have behavior concerns based off of maybe diagnosis that they never went and got diagnosed with them before, or
Perhaps it just could be something like someone said was a miss, something happened and wasn't taken care of. It's a waste of taxpayers' money and time to send a child to juvenile, especially if they did not commit a crime. The young lady did not commit a crime. I would say that really focusing on community resources, having someone come into home and do, intensive family therapy, individual therapy. And, if your child is so out of control, your insurance, take a look at your insurance. Your insurance will cover certain out-of-home placements for a period of time for your child to get therapeutic services. Of course, you want to look into that very, very well, because the industry likes to rip people off and they don't do what they're supposed to do. But if you have a place locally that will be able to assist your child, I would definitely think that would be a better option. I used to work for this agency called Boys Town. I worked with them for years, and I worked for them in Florida and in DC. And we taught social skills, we did therapy, and we had a treatment plan, and we really worked with those kids. And those kids left there. There's some now who are social workers, have gone on to do some great things. And you have to implement treatment before you decide to implement anything that you feel that's going to be a scare straight tactic, because they've done the research on it. It doesn't work. So I'll land there.
Let me defend myself. So when I was saying in the comments just now, I was talking from my perspective. Me personally, right? Me personally, me, my children, right? First thing first, my children do not live in America. My children don't live in America. So when I'm speaking about the functions of Barbados when it comes to my kids, right? Number two, there is no way that I get to a point where I gotta be telling my daughter, don't bring a, I will never get to that point where I gotta tell my daughter to don't bring a man into my house. I will never get to that point, because my children knows the rules of my house, right? My house, then father house, then grandmother house, all of them in like a circle. We live in a village. All of them have rules. From the time you break them rules, there's consequences. You can either get counsel. You gotta go, your grandmother can counsel you, your father can counsel you, everybody in the village can talk to you. You can get that's a verbal warning, right? Then when you do it again after that verbal warning, you might get another verbal warning, or you might get things taken away from you, your laptop, your this and your that. You see, after that, if I have to talk to you a third time, is the juvenile court. When I'm talking about when I'm raising soft children, that's why children is run rings, run with the head. I don't got that. Nah, I don't participate in that kind of thing when it comes to children. Children in my book, in my family book, does get governed as children. Right? So when you go in I just want to land, sister. I just want to land.
Go ahead.
When you go in my family, there's a structure within the family. And when you grow up knowing the rules of that structure. From the time you break them rules, there is a verbal warning and then another verbal warning from family members. You see when them verbal warnings extend it grace, right? And you can, and no, after that, the punishment will fit the crime. It depends on what you do. If you just acting out and being disrespectful by talking, yes, we might carry you to somebody and say, you know what, you might need somebody to vent and talk to. But in terms of sneaking men into houses and thieving money now all of them things has come with a stricter sentence, juvenile court. And I'm sorry, the juvenile system.
They don't have that up here.
Wait, I was being patient. I was being patient because she talked a lot.
So I can land right now. The juvenile system that in my country is not set up the same way as America. Is set up differently. So when I take my child to juvenile court and she got go and do two weeks remand, she remanded with only girls and she's not going with the hardened girls that got years in there. She can go with the people that only got 2 years and 3 years. Only 2 weeks or a week or 2 weeks. Right? So then games don't play with me when it comes to children. That's govern children. Children don't govern me.
Okay. So we only can speak to the laws of the United States of America, because here you're wasting their time. They're gonna come to the house and they're not gonna take her, and they're gonna put it back on you as your responsibility as a parent to go get your child some help. Period. Like I don't know what they do in Barbados, but here they're not going to arrest a child for sneaking someone into the house. So I'm not really sure how it works there, but it doesn't work that way here.
You don't think they would have if the the man was
No.
of 20 years of age.
The child.
Well, maybe not the okay, the child. Okay, I see what you said. The
Yes.
child, not the man,
Your
but the
problem,
child. I get what you said. I'm sorry.
Right.
They don't
Listen,
arrest. They don't.
Anytime that I call the police station and trying to listen to me, I want when it comes from my child because them ain't hearing what the police coming for them and carrying into juvenile court and them going weeks on remand.
Alki,
at
that's
the end
what
of the
that's what I
day.
was trying to tell you. Wait, hold on. Wait, one
I think
second.
I understand what Alki is saying. It's the severity of the crime.
No, you don't, Con. They will not do that here in the United
Hold
States.
on, she said
about
the
the
severity of the
Caribbean.
crime
Can I?
over
They're
there.
not listening.
She ain't saying they
can
ain't
I
gonna come and
say
get you because you
something?
being disrespectful to your grandmother. They ain't gonna come. The police ain't gonna come for that. But like if you sneaking dudes in, stealing stuff, I think they saying the police will come for that, right, Lisa?
Okay, well,
It
can
depends
I
on some.
speak to it because I'm also from the island?
Okay, let Lisa let the expert Lisa go. She finally has something she's an expert on. Like, go ahead, Lisa. I'm just joking. That was just a chance.
Anyways,
Okay.
what Alki is getting to is that y'all juvenile system up here is flawed. And back home in the Caribbean islands, we actually take things like that more seriously, where we can actually call juvenile and be like, hey, my child is acting out, and they're going to take your child a week or two. They're going to discipline them. They're going to do stuff like that. And that's what she's getting towards. Y'all may not understand that because respectfully, y'all don't go out the country.
Can I ask you a question,
Y'all don't
Lisa?
get it. You don't get it because you ain't from
We
here.
got that, but this case is in
We
America.
do get it. Good. Yes, in America.
Okay,
but Lisa,
there
let
is
me ask you a question. Do y'all do
hold on.
spankings in the schools? Like we
Yes.
used to get paddles in schools. Okay, so we understand what you're saying.
Maybe not no more. Maybe not no more. Like, but when I went to school, I got my ass whooped by the teacher.
Yeah, but in America, we're talking about this case that happened in Tennessee, right? And we're talking about what the action should be. When we're talking, no, we're not. No. Alki, hold on. You like what the fuck?
We're talking. I just want to rebut to what Cons was saying, and you just cutting and talk.
Alki, you've been talking this whole time, but go ahead.
You can go after Q.
It's fine. Let her go. Let her go.
Go ahead,
Alki was quiet when everybody else was
so nice, Q. You so nice, Q. I don't know what's wrong with you.
No, y'all pissing me off. Not y'all.
Right? Even it
kind of irritating to me too.
What did I do?
That's all I'm trying to say. Even back home, Rev. If it's school time, right? And you don't even have to have on your school uniform. If a police come and ask you, wait, what you doing out to school? Why are you not in school? Or they got trained officers. They could take you to juvenile court and the magistrate could give you 2 years just for not going to school, not just for not being in school in the school term. It doesn't matter what your mother said. It doesn't matter what nobody said. The juvenile court could take you from off the street for not being in school at the time you're supposed to be in school, carry you to juvenile court and give you 2 weeks in the juvenile jail. Period.
I'm just gonna say this, and it just comes from this is just me, and I'm talking as
Lovely. Can you address the truancy part, please? Because she just says things randomly. Because truancy is against the law.
Yeah, truancy is against the law in the United States too. But we're sitting here talking about. We got to think about the mental and emotional space a child is in to even think it's okay to sneak a man into the house, right? And what I don't like is being said that whether it be in Barbados or United States, we're going to skip actually getting this child mental and emotional help and skip them right into locking them up. I just do not agree with that because locking them up is not getting to the root cause of the issues and why that child is overly sexualized in the first place. And I think that's where I'm missing the mark because this is what I feel. I'm a parent first, right? And so I can talk to my child till I'm blue in the face. My community can talk to them blue in the face. But if we're missing the mark, we are not mental health professionals here, right? So if what I'm saying is not landing and what my husband says landing, our village is not saying it's landed, then I'm going to reach out to actual mental health professionals, not law enforcement officers. Okay. And so that's just what is losing me here, right? Because as a parent, you have a duty to go through every single avenue to get your child help before going to the extreme and locking that child up after only talking to family members and not mental health professionals, that is extreme to me.
All of those services are connected in the Caribbean. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Is not if I go and say I want my child to be seen by a child therapist, right? I have to go through the juvenile system. Understand? So when I go through this juvenile system now, when I say, you know what, oh, this is why I bring in so and so here because she promiscuous, she da 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 da. The same therapist back home can recommend and write on her file for her to go and see the judge and for her to go to the juvenile system for 2 weeks where she will get counseling and where she will see somebody on a regular basis. So that's still, even it doesn't matter. The system is connected, and it doesn't matter if I say that I want she get talked to. The government of my country is still going to punish her depending on the crime that she commit. From the time I call the police and report the crime, she is going to get punished. It's out of my hands.
Yeah, and see that as a parent,
So
I don't
they
want my child out of my hands.
Hey,
But
but
so they elude responsibilities over in Barbados. They elude their parental responsibilities. They turn it over to the government. Since
The
we
I,
here in America, no. Since we
No,
here in
let me
America, since
girl.
we here in America don't know how to raise our children, we're so soft. You guys in Barbados elude your parenting responsibility.
wait,
You
she
let the
didn't say
government.
that.
No. That's what I
she
heard.
said earlier that
No,
we that
that's what I
children are
heard.
Wait,
soft,
hold
right?
up.
That's what I
I
heard.
thought I
Don't
can't
do
even
it.
tell you what I heard. So
No,
you
Well,
just don't know. I
because
can't
what
because
you
you
heard,
literally just did that. You
what you
you
heard
are
does not
doing it now.
matter. It's what
It
I
doesn't matter
heard.
what.
Right, and
Oh,
I'm gonna tell
It's
you
what
something.
I
I don't
heard.
usually agree with
okay.
Miss P on a lot, but I agree with Miss P on this one because like Aki just broke it down, but initially it was like I catch her, she not listening, I'm locking her ass up.
I thought she
Like,
said after a couple times though, yo.
no, it's not even no. She said after she's talked to her child, after her family has talked to the child, and the child is still not listening, lock her ass up. And bottom line is, I just simply do not agree with that. I don't need a juvenile system to point me to a therapist. I don't. I can get right on here on my
Lovely, you see how
laptop.
you was able to finish your statement and no one interrupted you to try to be a
Yeah, go ahead, Miss
explainer or
P.
what
something.
about
Go
Oh
ahead,
me?
my God, you so sensitive.
No,
Miss
I'm
P. No,
so
Miss
time
P.
out.
Right though. She right.
Hold up. I'm far beyond sensitive. I just stand on business when people interrupt me when I'm talking. It ain't nothing to do with sensitivity. It has everything to do with the fact what I heard her say. They elude parental responsibilities there, and they allow the government to step in and decide what's best for their child when the parent should know what's best for their child. And I'll land there.
Well, clearly this parent didn't know what was best for her child if she kept doing the same thing.
She's talking about. She
Sister,
brought Barbados up and she
No,
tried to
it's
compare
just because I
Barbados to
speak
America.
majesty
That's
on
what
my
she did.
island. She wanna say I said I can only speak the perspective from my island. That's the first thing I said when I opened back my mouth to talk. When I'm
gotcha.
giving a perspective on this case, I can only speak from the perspective of how I would deal with my child. The only way I would deal with my child is back home because my children do not live in America. Point blank. That's all I said. And I give the perspective of if I was dealing with this situation back home. Back home, she would be in jail. I don't care what you say about me. None of my children today are in jail. My two children play volleyball for the junior nationals for Barbados. I don't have wayward children. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, if I had wayward children, they would be in jail today. Point blank, period.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Because I heard somebody
Is
mention
there anybody want to switch out too?
truancy. I heard someone mention truancy.
Switch out for who?
A human being.
I mean,
Put it in the chat.
are
Lisa.
we
I'm
talking
sorry,
about truancy laws? Do we know if the girl was if this was during summer break? I mean, what
They're
was
on summer break right now, so she went
This
in
is
school.
recent. She not in school.
okay? So I heard that's why I'm so confused because I heard somebody say truancy. I'm like, well, how would that even?
You could get in trouble for being truant. They take you to jail.
Yeah, I understand that, but if they're not in school, because that applies during school, right? Truancy.
She was using that as an example, Miss Tip. She was using that. She was saying basically in her country, if they're truant, they will be locked up for that, and that's fair because that would happen here in the United States too.
Right.
But the other piece that she's talking about, that, yeah.
What I want to say, when we started talking about this case, we actually were talking about specifically this girl, and you did say she should go to jail, right? You didn't preference your country until we started to actually go back and forth and things of that nature. Well, we talk, and then that's why I come back. Oh my God! All right, y'all got it because I can't speak.
But why is the owner still on a 13-year-old? She don't have.
No, you're not. Respectfully, if we're talking about the case that happened in Tennessee, we're talking about the little girl, and you're talking about she should go to jail. She won't be going to jail in Barbados, the Caribbean, Puerto Rico, Trinidad, none of that, right? She won't be going to jail there.
She meant juvenile detention.
I literally said juvenile. All right, Alfie, respectfully, you people had the chance to speak.
Hold on, y'all. Let
you
Q
had
get it
the
off
chance
real
to
quick.
speak.
Let Q get it off real quick.
I was quiet for 15 minutes.
Okay, and let me add this. Nobody come off the mic until Q is finished. Thank you.
Jesus. So when we're talking about this case and you bring in your country, respectfully, your country rules don't matter here. And I mean that as respectfully as I can. We're talking about the rules of this land, specifically in Tennessee, and we're talking about what the actions of this girl and her mom and what should happen. That was the whole discussion, right? In our juvenile system, while I agree, it's very flawed in the aspect that we punish before treating. All right, this woman is all right. Respectfully, Alka, you the only fucking slow one up here. I was just trying to be fucking nice, but you always got to be in the comments disrespectful. You are the fucking. Don't look at me like that because I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this woman throwing fucking shots and then hiding her hand and running. It's fucking annoying. She always throwing shots at specifically Black fucking Americans who disagree with her, and then she want to run and hide. Like that shit is annoying. I'm sorry.
You want Buck Nasty the pimp to get involved in this?
No.
Let Q and the ladies handle this because I can't wait to use this for island.
It's okay. So what I want to say,
and I start off with Miss P first.
No, this
is these women.
Wait a minute.
Now she reported me. That shit is crazy.
Come on, y'all. Come on.
Hold on, what happened to Q, man?
They reported her. She coming back.
Yeah, she got reported down.
Please,
Hold nobody put me in check. I know how to check myself. I know, and I'm talking trash.
Hey, B, man, I'm sitting there watching this soccer game. Man, these people acting a fool out here, man.
The onus is still being put
on the soccer field. Oh, Lord have mercy.
13-year-old. I think that's what's kind of blowing my mind out of everything else, that the onus is still being put on a 13-year-old as if this 13-year-old was a full-blown grown woman with the brain capacity to understand all these complex things. Is mind-boggling to me to hear some of this stuff.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay, so if your mama told me you bring another girl in this house, I'm gonna blow her brains out. What you think that means?
You said
you think they gonna play hopscotch?
She's 13.
Okay, so let me ask you one more time. If your mother told you at 13, if you bring another girl in my house, I'm gonna blow her brains out. You think what would you have interpreted that as?
My parents say a lot of things. They'll tell you that
again. I didn't ask you that. I didn't ask you that.
Hold on.
What would you have thought that meant?
That she thought her mama was joking. Because when your mama say that they're gonna knock the black off of you, are they gonna really knock the black off of you? When your mama said that she brought you into this world and she'll take you out, did she really take you out of this world?
Okay, so
it's no telling why.
Okay.
No, there's no telling what her thought process was as a 13-year-old child.
I don't care. Y'all keep bringing up her age.
What the mama did.
Lisa, please let him finish, because all this over talking.
Can y'all stop barking at me like I'm over talking people?
Well, you are. You interrupting him.
I was talking.
He was talking first, and you interrupted.
I was talking first. But all right, go ahead and bark.
She's young, and kids do what kids do. your parents tell you a lot of things. That don't mean that you listen to them half the time, or you became really, really extra sneaky so that you didn't get caught or get in trouble. And so, for whatever reason on why she had did what she did, that child need help. Now, putting them in a facility to try to teach them a lesson is gonna backfire. They'll probably hate you, to be honest, and they'll probably remember that to the day that you gone, and probably not even show up to your funeral because they'll remember that you done locked them up and you didn't even take the time out to listen to them because you don't know what your child is going through. You can't watch your child 24/7, 365. That's not realistic. So you don't know if somebody to talk to them, gas their head up, touch them, or whatever. You don't know what's going on. You take it to a professional to sit down to figure out what's going on with your child. That's what you're supposed to do as a parent. That's your job and that's your duty. You laid up, you had them, and you're supposed to be a parent to the child, not somebody that's scolding them. You should be a refuge for your child, not somebody that they scared of. Who wants to wake up to be scared of their mama and their daddy who when they came out promised and said that they'll love their little being that they held. We're gonna have to be realistic when we talk about these things. Certain states also operate very differently. Some parents can take you up there and they can sign you off to the warden and they'll have you up in there for a few little hours or two, but they don't solve nothing. So at the end of the day, she was 13 years old. She's not a grown woman. Maybe if you say that to a 25, 30-year-old, hell, you got grown ass people that don't even know how to act online and don't even have common sense. And you want a 13-year-old to kind of have that kind of common sense? That's mind-boggling to me.
Mind-boggling.
All right, go ahead. We got to let Q give 2 minutes of
But what I
uninterrupted
said,
time.
I was gonna let
Now,
Lisa
you
let
can.
fly. So
I
that
should
is-
definitely
Lisa-
overtalk her, but go ahead, Lisa.
Hey, man stressed it like it wasn't. What? That boy,
Okay,
he said,
so
mind motherfucking boggling in this bitch.
Hold on.
okay,
you
so
can go after
Don't let Buck Nasty get in this motherfucker.
Hold on. Don't
okay,
butt
so
nasty.
okay, so again, like I said, the mom had to warn her child multiple times, do not bring people into my house. It's very straightforward. She understood what the fuck that meant. Because you kept bringing people in the mama house. Like, listen, y'all need to stop acting like y'all wasn't 13 or more. I knew I was. And I was sneaking people in and out the house. I shouldn't have been doing that, you know? But that's what happened. All three people in this situation are equally responsible for what happened. This call is spade is spade. I don't care if she was 13. I don't care if she was 12. I don't care if she was 4. Bottom line, she needs to take accountability for what happened, just like the mom and just like him. The fuck? Y'all acting like y'all weren't.
Come here,
Y'all
dude.
act. Who?
Come here, dude.
Who is
Because
dude?
Lisa,
That's
I'm
her
trying.
son.
Like Lisa, you said you don't care if she was 4.
I mean, I'm just saying you have the mental
did
capacity
say that.
You say
Hold
so.
on.
you.
Lisa,
Oh
what
my
can he
God.
hold
Show him
him?
lovely.
Lisa,
Oh my
Lisa,
God.
what
Because I
can
wish
he
my
be
little
Oh
held
my God.
4-year-old
accountable for?
Oh my
grandson was
God.
here.
Oh my God.
What
What's up,
what
Doug?
can he be held accountable
Are
for?
y'all done?
No,
Y'all done?
you said that.
Are y'all
You
done?
using your word.
Are y'all done? Let me know.
Yeah,
Who
they
has
ain't gonna
experience
sit up here and say,
snitching?
"Are we done? Are we
Crazy.
done?" Shit,
What
fuck
can
all
he hold
that. You
him
gonna sit here
Again,
and
accountable
so
say,
for?
I was
you gonna
talking
sit up
about the
here and say a
understanding.
4-year-old.
I was fucking talking about the fucking understanding of the words the mama said. Y'all dumbasses up here acting like y'all don't
No,
know
you
that
the
that girl
dumb motherfucker because
understands.
you said
Your
4
mama
years
dumb.
old.
Your mama dumb. Your
Don't sit
granny
there and
dumb.
say
Your
a
daddy dumb.
4-year-old child. Don't put a 4-year-old child in the goddamn conversation.
And
And then you just
we're
tripping up on
not
the
gonna
words
start
about a fucking
naming.
4-year-old.
We're not gonna start
Yes,
name
Lisa, because that
calling
was
either.
crazy.
But that's
So
all
What
right.
I
She
let's
was
can say
name
call
talking
me
call.
out my
about
name.
was
I'm
the
fine. Make sure you
understanding.
put Mr. Buck Nasty in front of that motherfucker when you call
Everything
me
go
out
to
my
hell.
motherfucking name.
Go to hell on a gas hole.
Who has
Go to
experience
hell,
with
Mr. Buck
teenagers?
Nasty.
I
With
do,
teenagers.
I
I
do
Who
have
said
has
to
put
worked?
reply.
Buck
I don't
Nasty in
agree.
front. Now see you done got Buck Nasty.
Who has experience with?
I do, Miss P. That's why I don't agree.
And I think that's important when people start talking about certain things. One, are you raising your children? Are your children in the house with you? Two, do you have teenagers? Have you ever worked with teenagers before? Because if you have never worked with a teenager before, if you don't have any teenagers, never raised any teenagers, you're just speaking off of what you think. Now,
Are you talking to me specifically?
I got quick. Aki, are you in the United States right now?
Wait, who was Miss P talking to when she talked about raised teenagers? Who were you talking to?
Is that
I got
is that a criteria for this to have this conversation? Yes, I am.
Okay, so you are in the United States, and
thank
your
you.
children are in the Caribbean, right?
Yeah,
So
my
you
children live home. Yes, they have
okay,
fathers.
so this is my thing, right? You can talk to your kids. It's a difference between talking to your kids on the phone or whatever, than actually being in the home raising them.
I raise my children. Are you okay? I raise.
No, I'm telling you the difference.
She was giving you.
Let it happen.
I'm telling you the difference.
I raise my children inside my house with me. Are you okay? My children only went and live with their father when they reach.
This is the cultural difference that is there, right?
Don't always want to attack other people.
Black American
because they don't
mothers
agree with
are
you.
not
I
going
don't
to
care
put
about
our
what you're
children
talking
in
about.
juvenile.
I raise my children.
We're
and you
not
should
going to
ask
put
me that before you assume.
Our one thing about Black American mothers, and you finna get me to sounding like FBA up here, right? One thing about Black American mothers, we are not going to voluntarily lock our fucking kids up. We're going to take responsibility for our kids. We're going to recognize our children need professional help, and we're going to go to the professionals and not the fucking government. That's what we're going to do.
Real quick, I just want to also say respectfully to say someone is inferior of you is fucking diabolical. And Khan, this is why that the guy, and I hate to agree with him, ODB said earlier, sometimes because you want to be inclusive, you allow people to slip up. This is not the first or the second time that woman has slipped up talking about you, nigga. No, like you Black American. Khan, keep up.
Oh.
Right, and I want to be
keep up, nigga, because you know, as a Larry,
I don't disagree.
Keep up, nigga.
I want to be very clear. I actually welcome disagreement. It's not because we disagree with you personally specifically for me. It's respectfully your reaction to it all, your comments. I was talking and telling you how I disagree in this, and you called me slow. But clearly you are the slow one, and I'll end it.
If you making little slick ass comments, and don't think I ain't catch your slick ass comments, bitch. When I showed my baby and I was talking about a 4-year-old, and you talking about you can see who run our houses. Just because we don't take our kids to the motherfucking government and let them take ownership of our kids don't mean we're not good parents.
Damn, but did she say lock her kids up?
Bring her back.
Can I respond?
She was talking about juvenile detention. Oh my God.
But that does not apply with this.
How about you raise your own fucking kids? How about that?
Hey, can I ask y'all a question?
She started it with the fucking slick comments. It's still going on talking about you are slow.
I'm not a mother, so I'm not in this. I'm not a mother, so I'm not in this.
She gonna get me out of character.
I'm just saying I'm not a mother. That's why
I'm very sensitive about my motherhood.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
She said all her children got more money than us.
Let the mothers handle this.
I want everybody to stop
FBAP in the house. FBAP in the house.
Hold up. Everybody start coming at Con because real talk, Con just said this here. Y'all need to pay attention. My brother ain't no parent.
They so damn rich with your ass all the way over
here. So y'all can't expect him to know shit about being a parent, y'all.
Well, he needs to go on mute. No one's even talking about
y'all fucking arguing. That's all.
No, Pimpin'. I was mentioning Khan because of his faces. He always makes those faces. I'm like, don't look at me like that when I be going off. He always want to make.
I'm just trying to protect my nigga Con. I'm just saying, Q. All right, I got you, love.
But can I say this, y'all?
Now.
Can I say this?
No, hold on, Jill. Hold on. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this here. I'm gonna just say this here. Hey, ladies, listen here. And this real talk, right? She come up here, y'all get at her. Don't look back and say, Con. No. Leave Con out. That's all I'm saying. Y'all leave Con. Hey, y'all very well educated women. Y'all know how to handle yourself.
Every mother on this
Get on her ass. That's it.
Pimp, I
I'm
never
not getting
brought
on
Con
nobody's
in it.
ass.
I never
She has
brought Con in
disrespected
it.
every mother on this panel.
But she a mother too.
And look, no, she said
Oh,
their
here
father. She said,
comes
first
the
of all,
other person.
see y'all. This is how y'all don't pick up what people put down. She put in the comments, her children are richer than all of us. My children live with their fathers, right? So that means she's not a present parent. Then she stated their fathers wanted them so I could travel the world. So why me and Miss P, Tip, everybody else, while we busy raising our fucking kids, she out here popping pussy on the global stage. So she don't need to be included in this conversation.
Then roll her.
I'm raising my fucking kids. I'm raising mine.
Don't come in here.
She did.
Let the lady say
Can I say
You keep popping pussy from Asia, Africa.
Can I respond?
Hold on, we got the OG one.
Is she twerking it, Lovely?
All the gentlemen should be muted up, though.
Say this
Lovely, she twerking.
All the gentlemen should be muted.
All right, now,
we gonna stay out of this.
All right,
okay, go ahead, Tip. I'm sorry, sweetie. Go ahead.
Can I respond? What I was trying to
hold on, Tip.
To say is, she was on here. We're trying to speak about a particular topic that happened here in the U.S. that didn't involve truancy, but then she's trying to speak on her country. Let's stick to where we're at now. And that's what people are getting beside, and I don't want to hear that. Well, in their country, they do this. No, we're here. We're talking about something that happened here. So we can't apply somebody else's laws to what happened here and how things happen here.
Yep.
And that's where all the argument coming in at. If you're going to speak on a topic that's related to this state, let's stick to what happens here. And the girl was out of school, so we ain't going to bring no truancy in it either.
And that's all I was going to say in respect. And I honestly, we can have disagreements. You don't have to agree with me at all, to be honest. I really don't give a damn. But when I'm having a conversation and we're going back and forth, and I'm saying, "Hey, focus on it here," and you're in the comments calling me or insulting me, and in that when the earlier conversation with FBA, she was doing it too. So the reason why I'm going off specifically, Alki, because I want to make sure I'm very clear and direct, is because you lack the intellect to actually have an actual conversation with me without insulting. Notice how I didn't start insulting you until you started insulting me. Whether you were, I don't give a fuck about your motherhood personally. I'm talk about the type of character you are and that you're showing towards me. That's it. And y'all can go ahead. Y'all can let her back up.
Can I respond to Lovely?
Yeah, go ahead.
And my dear, she been trying.
I don't like being rude and interrupting people. And I like to listen.
No,
Hold up, Alki. Somebody's
talking right off.
Damn.
Go ahead,
my dear.
I like to listen because I learned something from listening to Althea, this lady, because I didn't know what kind of authoritative system they have in Africa. I'm not familiar with it. So I did learn that, and it's pretty close to how it used to be here in America. But so I'm just saying that. So I learned something there. But Lovely, I want to say this to you. I saw that cute little baby of yours. Is that the only child you have? Do you have other kids?
Yes, I have older children. Yes, ma'am. That I'm raising, and I didn't drop them off with they pappy so I could travel the world.
All right. Well, I don't believe in doing that either. I
popping all over the
you look like a parent. You look like you have a neutral parent home, and that's a beautiful blessing. And you're a beautiful woman. I've heard you on the live before. I listen a lot. Sometimes when I don't even come up on the panel. And I can tell what kind of young lady you are. And you you probably may never have any problem with your children.
No, I'm not going to say that, my dear, because my children are not perfect, right? But at the same time, when my older children did have some issues, my thought wasn't to lock them up or throw them off on their fathers, right? I went and got whatever issue my child may have been having. If I felt like we needed to do a family therapy session or have a conversation as a parent, I did that. And so what I got offended from is somebody that has openly admitted, right,
this is the issue I have. Don't insult women on this panel because we don't agree with locking our children up and then saying that we allow our children to run us. You know, the comment saying that her children are richer than us, but then obviously the children are dependent if they live with their fathers. You get what I'm saying?
I don't agree with her to that point. I don't agree with her.
And so, and my thing is, no parent up here stated they were struggling, Alki. What you did was because you didn't want to have the responsibility of a full-time mom, you dumped your children off on their dads and left them in the Caribbean. We choose to not do that. We choose to stay in the home with our husbands or our partners or even by ourselves and raise our children. Just because and so that lets me know, Alki, that you were the only deadbeat motherfucking mother up here. So you could, again, I'm going to say it again. You continue popping your pussy all over the globe, okay? And you leave those of us alone that chose to stay in the home and raise our own children.
Okay, now I'm going to say this and then I'm going to land my plane.
You said you don't know me. You told all your business in the comments.
I don't deal in.
No.
Not
She
you,
talking
my
about
dear.
Alki, my dear. She talking about Alki, my dear.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, not you.
Let me say this.
No, but then she told all her business in the comments.
Okay.
You can't be mad that you put all your business in the comments.
My dear, you're not gonna be able to fix it. You can't fix it, my dear. You cannot
I want to fix my integrity, okay?
You good, man. You a shining star. Don't ever think your integrity will ever be questioned, though.
No, it's a little cloudy right now.
No, you good. No, you good. Anybody questioning Medea's sincerity?
My
no. Now my name is in question.
I'm sorry. No.
I'm just teasing. Let me just clarify this, because I don't want you ladies on my back like this. I like this panel. I don't come up and talk often, but I listen. I come in on different panels that I feel comfortable with, and you're one of them. But the thing is this. I heard someone, let me just clarify this. This is stepping away from the issue we're talking about, the three people, you know, the young 13-year-old girl and that. So I got to step away from that a minute to clarify this. When a child is unmanageable, you like this mother, it looks like she had some issues with this girl being promiscuous before. Else she wouldn't have been threatening her with a gun. Something had to happen before. But the mother is definitely not defending her at all. She's way out of line. She didn't handle it right. But back then in the day, that's why I don't like come on panel, because I'm 83. I have to go back to how I was. I'm not out there right now in the community, so I could be off on this. But I want you to let you know this. Way back then, if the mother was single mother, and there were a lot of single mothers out there with 3 and 4 and some 5 and 6 babies, because I was a caseworker in the United States welfare office too. So that's how I know that. But if you didn't have insurance to pay for private counseling, which was very expensive back then, a lot of Caucasian people could do that. And they did that with their kids. Not that it worked all the time, but a lot of the BLK mothers didn't have fathers in the home. And because I was a caseworker, that's how I know that. And so either you had to have money to get a private counselor, or you had to have a court order for that child to have counseling. Now, my daughter has been a counselor here for 30 years. She could retire. And she has to go in the home at school. This is a school issue. I don't want to take into a school issue because we're not on that. But I just want to clarify that about the insurance thing too. That was a problem back then too. And my last question is this. What has happened? Has the mother been charged or anything with?
Yes, she's been charged with first-degree unaliving.
No, okay, all right. Well, thank you for the information, and I'll step down now.
I just wanted to say real quick.
Thank you, my dear. I just wanted to say thank you, my dear, for coming up and you know, sharing everything about you and your family and how, you know, everything.
And it's not easy, so but thank you. Thank you.
My dear.
You always welcome here, and you know everybody gonna respect you because you are our elder, and hey, we all gonna be here.
I don't mind being called out.
That's one thing about this panel right here. We care about those who who comes up here and show us the true
love and respect.
The true love and respect. There you go. And we give it just as much as we expect it from everybody that comes up here as well. So don't feel like we that this is a panel that got like vultures and dog rabbits and all that shit. No. We definitely gonna treat you with the utmost respect.
I will dog walk when I
God bless you. God bless you.
We ain't gonna dog walk it. Yeah, we got
I mean, no, not her, but I will dog walk if I have to.
Yeah, we talking specifically her.
Yeah, we not gonna do Madea like that. First of all, her name is
absolutely
Madea.
not.
Oh, you guys gonna make me cry for love. You give me so much love.
I see you in the cap and gown, though. I see
that's
you
what we all about up here.
Can't be doing that on purpose. Hey,
even Lisa, we know Lisa is in our corner. Even though you heard me and Lisa going at one another just a second ago, but we love some Lisa. We love some Lisa. Ain't that right, Lisa?
Feeling is not mutual right now.
Whenever I want to say this. Whenever I have come up on this panel,
before you leave,
I never left without love. You guys have always given me love when I do come up here and leave. I appreciate y'all. I really do. And I don't mind being proved wrong. I'm not the type, I can't be wrong. No, and if you can educate me, I'll receive that. I really will. I'm not that hard nosed. I'm really not.
Oh, that's sweet.
Oh, thank you, Madea. We appreciate
I love you guys. I love you.
Love you too.
Love you too, Madea.
All right, have a
good. Don't leave. Don't leave yet. Don't leave yet. Don't leave yet. So I wanted to follow back up because I know you were speaking about as far as insurance and therapeutic services. Well, what I will say is, even if that was available back then, which it probably was, because Medicaid actually covers therapeutic services better than private insurances. And so we do know that a lot of people who are receiving state sort of Medicaid services, those were probably built in. The thing is, historically, as Black Americans, we normally don't believe in therapy and therapeutic services. We believe in the BTA. You know what BTA is, my dear?
Yes, I do. I had to get somebody with my two boys.
Right. And so with that being said, I don't think it was so much, or it's so much that is not available. It's just that we choose to do alternatives versus going that route. And I just wish that we would begin to have a better balance.
Let me tell you this though, Miss P, am I saying that right? My eyes, I see a P, but I don't see the rest of it.
Fine, you can just call me P.
Okay, thank you. That Medicaid is tight. Medicaid, they ain't that easy to get services on Medicaid. Even if you qualify for Medicaid for your children, you have to have children in your home that have covered medical. Medicaid only covers medical, which could be counseling, but Medicaid is not going to pay for something the court didn't order.
So this is the reason why I know my son has autism, and so I make too much money, but because he has autism, he receives Medicaid. So he has my insurance is his first. My insurance is the first for him, and his secondary insurance is Medicaid, and Medicaid will follow him for the rest of his life, right?
Yeah, that's true.
And what I had noticed was when I did ABA with him, I did intensive treatment, and I've done it all with him, right? And he's doing very well right now. So what I'm saying is this: Medicaid was willing to cover things that my own private insurance wouldn't even cover. They will pay for it.
In some cases, now that's a severe case. All families don't have autism.
I gotta hold on one second, Miss Madea. I just want to correct you on something, because my kids don't have Medicaid; they're on private insurance. But my sister's son is on Medicaid, right? And his doctor had to write it up a certain way, because this is the thing: the doctors know the codes and things and the ways to write it up for Medicaid to pay for it, right? So it is possible, but that has to be discussed between patient and doctor.
Okay, I stand corrected. Medicaid, I stand
when your child turns 18,
Medicaid
they don't have to go under the parents.
Qualifies under medical conditions. If not, it has to be a court condition. Either Medicaid, medical condition, documented by a doctor, or either the court. I stand corrected on that. I just said the court. Yeah.
And when they turn 18, the child doesn't have to go under the parents' income any longer. Just wanted to put that out there.
Right. So it's just the way it comes with conversations with the doctor, right? Because like my sister had to have that conversation with her doctor. I'm not going to get into like what the issue was, but it was very, very expensive, and Medicaid usually does not cover it. But because the doctor wrote it up a certain way, it was completely covered.
Okay.
Hope he wants to come back up.
Can I say something now?
Do you think they're going to be able to prosecute her on murder one? Oh, I'm sorry, M1.
They will. I just want to say something.
Yeah, I believe so too.
I just want to say something. I did not feel offended when Aki said that. I just want to put that out there.
Well, Lisa, we know you like to be the op anyway. So
bring Aki back up.
No, whoa. First of all,
you like to be the op anyway.
No. I'm not offended because it doesn't apply to me.
Yeah, but this is the thing. Let me tell you, but this is the thing, right? Well, we tell you why I got offended.
Who got chips?
Let me tell you why I got offended.
Mind your business, Q.
Because she was told multiple times that we're only talking about instances here. And she was making slick comments that me personally, even though what she says does not apply to me because I'm in the home, but what she was stating actually applies to her. Right? So, but she's trying to look. This is the thing. It was a lot of projecting going on, and that's how I feel. But one thing I would not allow is even though I do recognize that okay, we're all black up here, but there are some cultural differences. And when we sit here and we try to explain how we go about raising our children, right? Don't sit up here and put in the comments, "Oh, y'all are slow." Like she called us slow. Right? Am I the only person that was paying attention to the comments?
I saw everything, honey.
I saw it, but it don't apply to me. So
but this is a
I didn't feel the need to say anything.
But I'm gonna say this, Lisa. When it comes to any situation, when it comes to us talking about parenting or whatever the case may be or whatever, this is my opinion. Somebody that is not even in the home with their children shouldn't even be speaking on it. Right? Like, how can somebody that openly admitted in the comments...
What's wrong with the kids living with their dad? I did want to ask you
No,
that.
I didn't say anything was wrong with it, right? But you cannot sit up here and try to tell people how to raise their kids when you're not even raising your own kids.
And Lisa,
if you were
talking...
She did say she was working in America.
She said she was traveling. But if you...
So, Lisa... traveling all over the globe. Thank you,
please. If you were talking, right, and so as you're talking, someone put this woman slow, right? Because I'm looking at the cover right now. It scrolled up for you, my friend. Knowing you, what would you have responded to?
Did she didn't call me slow.
If you were the one talking, and as you were talking, she said, "This woman is slow."
Then she would be calling me slow, but I don't have to respond because I know I ain't slow.
You don't have to, but Lisa on this app would do what? Stop playing with me, Lisa.
Right.
I would not respond.
You talk about you
slow.
just said your mother is slow to pimping. What are you talking about?
Exactly. Right. And then my thing is she was telling all her business in the comments. Like she was like irate, but then she was like, my children live with their father, so obviously they're dependent on the other parent. And there's nothing wrong with that. But you can't tell people how to mother their children when you aren't mothering yours.
Saw that background noise.
She working.
And he always got bored.
That ain't what she said. She said in the comments she was traveling the world. Somebody, it's not my fault I'm able to travel the world. Q, am I Q? Did I read that right?
And let's learn to stop making excuses for people. Can we do that?
And then she was like, talking to me? She was like, y'all are just mad that y'all can't do what I do. Y'all are mad y'all can't leave y'all kids with their fathers, right? And I'm sitting up here in the comments like, first of all, I'm married, but this is the thing. I love being here with my children. Miss P, don't you like being at home with your children?
Okay, well, ain't nothing wrong with them kids being with their dad, and we can move on. Okay, so
yeah, because it ain't eating like you thought it was, Lisa.
It
I
did.
just want to say what's up, good D.
Have a good day.
And then also, Lisa, hold on, no, I got one more thing, Lisa, and I'm gonna
Oh
leave you
my God,
alone.
y'all annoying me.
No, you brought it back up. We were talking about Medicare. So, Lisa, if
Go
someone
ahead.
said, I paid plenty money for my education, if y'all feel inferior, that's a you problem, not me. And we didn't talk about her education or nothing of the sorts. She literally was the only one talking about people's education. Well, how would you respond?
Like, she made all kinds of slick comments, but Lisa ain't hear
Let me
none
drop
of
Lisa.
I heard something about education, but I didn't know what y'all was talking about.
She said
Lisa
that you are.
she
said
wasn't included in that conversation that she was making down there. She was including you too.
I didn't feel included, so it didn't matter.
It don't matter what you feel.
Miss P, do you think I had every right to go off like I did?
Absolutely, because I heard her microaggressions. I heard it, and even I've been listening to comments off and on all day today, and it's just like little subtle things that she was saying, and that's why when I came up here, I know he was trying to protect her, and that's fine. But the way she came off, she said basically the way we manage our kids here in this country, it's better in Barbados, and I wouldn't have a problem with it if she was actually there raising her children.
But there was nothing. Okay, so how you know she raised her kids for 15 years of their life and she decided to travel? Let's not make that a thing.
Wait, can I just say something real quick? Remember when Ashley Larry said, "Don't put Con in it"? What did Miss P say? I'll put Con in it. What did she just do, y'all? What did she just do?
He said you're not a parent. That's what he said.
No. It's not about
don't
parenting.
Put Con in this shit.
No, Oh yeah, because
Miss
I had
P,
to give it.
I'm just
Go
joking
ahead.
with you.
I know you are. You're gonna learn my personality real soon. You're gonna learn it.
He said, "I'll throw him in there." Con did it.
Right, but I'm sitting up here like you sitting up here worried about the people that's actually in the home raising their kids. Like you a whole goddamn country away from your damn kids. You're not
But there's
even
also
readily
nothing wrong
available.
with
You're
the
not even
kids.
readily
There's nothing wrong
available
with the
to your
kids being with their
kids.
dad. I don't see the issue.
I don't see anything wrong with that, but for you to be a whole country away, and you still got opinions about the way people are raising their kids in the United States,
many people live away from their children. I don't get your point.
My point is this: if you got a judgment statement to make, please be in the same country with your children. So if they want to co-parent, see you, spend time with you, go take and get some ice cream, go get a haircut. You're at least there to spend time with those children.
She's not around indoors.
She lives in the United States. She lives in the United States.
She never raised her children.
And how do you know what she did, Lisa?
Right.
I'm asking. Alki, have you ever raised your children?
As if you know what she's done.
And y'all speaking like y'all do too. We doing the same thing.
We're going based off of what she said.
How can you sit here?
Okay, y'all annoying.
How can you see you annoying? How can you?
I am.
How can you, Lisa? You drop your friend.
Don't drop me.
I wish I could right now.
I can only go off the comments.
Don't test me because
you're sitting up here trying to argue with women that's in the homes with their kids, and then you make microaggressions. You make microaggressions, right? You say multiple microaggressions, right? And you think ain't nobody catching the slick shit you saying. Then you in the comments insulting people. Y'all just mad y'all can't leave kids with their dad, this and that or whatever. Who see her? I mean, come on. And then she didn't say she was here working. She said I left them with their dad and I can travel the world. So it's not like this is what the fuck she said. So I can only go off what she said. Like in my counter, you can't be mad because I actually like being at home with my children. Like the fuck, and then she said we're all struggling. You can tell me a person is struggling because they choose to stay at home with their children. Those are all micro insults, right? Like and then her kids, she's fathers as in plural. So her kids ain't even together. So her kids are being raised all over the motherfucking place. So she need to keep her back where she at. Like damn, if you ain't gonna be with your kids,
are y'all gonna bring her back up?
That's what I'm saying.
I never
Bring her
said
back
she
up,
didn't
man.
take care of your
Why
children.
y'all not letting her come back up? Why are we talking?
If you not move on.
come up if she learned how to be respectful.
Like she's talking about
Hold on. We had just moved on, and I'm not getting into
But we
we
still,
can't
I
leave
mean,
their
I
kids for
understand
her
what you're
dad, their
saying, too,
dads
but
for
we
her
still
kids
can't
for
just be
multiple
talking about
motherfucking
her
people.
while she in the comments. I mean, either we let her up or we change the subject.
We can let
we
her
can
up, but
change the
I
subject.
specifically
Shit.
said
I mean,
if
she
she
can't
can
defend
come up,
herself by y'all
Let her
talking about
up.
her.
Let
if
her
she
up.
can come up
I'm
and
not
Let her
upset
up.
with her.
learn to follow the rules.
Well, I mean,
Somebody
if she comes
we
up and she
struggling because we stay at home with our children.
hold on for one
Well,
second,
We can
y'all.
let
But
her
if she
speak.
comes up, and has a different opinion, guys, y'all gotta just let her just say what she gonna say, and then you say it afterwards. Let her just say
She
what she
can
gonna
have
say.
an opinion, but she over
I'll
talk
turn my phone
everyone.
down. I'll
Wait,
turn my
agreed.
phone
Hold on.
down.
Agreed, Miss P. I agree. I think Alki should be able to come up and she should be able to. We're going to give her the respect she didn't give me every time she interrupted me when I spoke. 100%. We're going to show you how to be respectful up here. So please send her.
Oh, kill quiet. Bring her back up. Y'all doing all that kumbaya shit. Either bring her up or don't.
I just said that. Did you not just hear me say bring her up? What you want from me?
Yeah, all them extra words you said were just
Well, I
extra.
got to be extra. I'm a Leo. Thank you.
August Leo.
I just don't want y'all to fight, man. Y'all seem like very good women.
You always trying to
Very
fight with
good
me.
mothers.
I could speak or I gotta wait till all of y'all speak. No, y'all
Okay,
get
go
up
ahead.
here, right? And y'all attack my motherhood. First thing first, none of y'all don't know me. None of you. None of you don't know me. None of you don't know my children. Only what I said. Y'all get up here and y'all talk so much shit about my motherhood, about my children, about the lack of parenting that you don't even know me, right? And that's the reason why I was saying in the comments, y'all mad because I don't have to struggle with my children. So I'm not gonna sit and hear you talk shit about my motherhood and don't answer you. Number two, the reason why I said in the first beginning she's slow is because we're having a topic where every person is commenting on the topic from their perspective. Nobody has a child inside this same situation. I don't have any children that behave like this. So everybody was talking from their perspective of the topic. I was talking from my perspective. It doesn't matter if my perspective is from the Caribbean or it's from Africa. It's from my perspective. So when you keep saying, oh, we're in America. No, it doesn't matter if the thing happened in America. I'm giving my perspective. My perspective on the topic could only come from where I was bred and grown. So if I'm talking from my perspective, I'm going to talk from where I come from. And that is where my children are exactly too, in the Caribbean. So that is where I say you have to be slow, because it's only obvious that any topic that we talk about, we're going to talk about from each other's perspective. Nobody has the same perspective about life. And that is where I say that you slow. And I said nothing else disrespectful to you for you to go on a whole tirade talking about my children, about my motherhood and all of this. I raised my children. I live in a house with all of my children. My first child is 26. He's a man. He has his own family. My second child is 21. She's a woman. She owns her own bakery and she has her own family. I only have two juveniles, an 18-year-old and a 16-year-old. And they live with their father in the same house. And they only live with their father by themselves for the last 5 years since I was traveling. I raised my kids. My kids play national volleyball for the national team. I don't have wayward children. I don't. So when y'all get and y'all talk all this bullshit about my children, about my parenting, and I left my children here to get this and this and that, my children will hear this conversation and want to know who the fuck we're talking about. Because my children don't know me as that. What we're talking about? I see my children every year. Every 6 months. What are you talking about? I only mother my children on the phone. Only for the past 5 years I have been seeing my children every 6 months. What are you talking about? I raised my kids. But we always had an agreement with their father that when my children get a certain age, going into their teens, that they will live with him. The boys will benefit from it and the girls will benefit from it because we're not together anymore. So I had my turn to raise them, and now it's their father's turn. What is wrong with that? What is so bad about that? That is their father. I didn't leave them with a stranger. That is their father that I was having sex with. That is that he has them, and he has his part to play.
I got one question, Alfie. I got one question. It may sound very well. Nah, I'm not going.
Wait, hold on, Pepe. I just want to say,
brother, you
hold
can
on.
ask me
This
anything.
should
If
not
you
be a minute.
No,
feel
because let the women.
You sure? You
I
sure?
don't have you.
Just
Can
let the
listen,
women
brother.
do it, Pimpin.
You
Hold
can
on,
ask me.
Pimpin.
I'm
Hold on,
talking
no.
to the gentleman. You can ask me
Hold on.
any.
Wait,
The
no, because I
gentleman
want to wait,
ask
but
me
I
a
want to
question
clarify something real quick
first.
because respectfully,
But you should have spoke first. You should have spoke
no,
first.
Pimpin, you
the
have nothing to
gentleman
do with
asked
it.
me.
Let the content, let the women have it for a reason. Pimpin, you were not here about that.
Let him get it for a few. Just
You should have spoke first.
Pimpin, hold
just
on.
let him get it. Let him get
Y'all
it
doing
first.
a lot because I want to
Let him get it
respectfully.
first, man.
Let me just say this. I want to preference. I didn't say anything about your motherhood. So the fact that you try to say that that's the that the only thing you said was slow because we were talking about the differences in the Caribbean versus this. No, you've been calling me slow all fucking day, and I've been calling it out. So miss me with the victimization. I'm over it.
You
I
mean
was
to tell me
quiet
you
while
wanted
I
to
was
speak
quiet while you
first just
spoke. This
because
is
of
the
that kid?
disrespect.
Exactly.
Pimpin, hold on. This
Hold
is
on,
the
wait.
disrespect.
Hold on,
Bro,
wait.
what the
Everybody
fuck? This is
literally
the
listen
disrespect
to.
I'm
We
talking.
literally
This is
listen to Alfie talk. Did nobody interrupt Alfie? So why are y'all interrupting Q?
literally. So this is the disrespect I'm talking about, and this happened all day. Every time I tried to talk, because I disagreed with you, I didn't say that you were. I didn't say that you were a bad fucking mother. I literally said no. There's not a proper way to put them in jail, especially in the United States jail system. Was my only argument, and even before then, when we were talking about a whole different discussion, you kept putting in the comments, "I am slow," specifically towards me, and that's what I was talking about. I didn't disrespect you. I didn't call you a fucking immigrant till just now. I didn't say that you only time I reacted when the second time you called me slow, right? I literally said this is the problem. You always coming up here throwing shady comments at Black Americans and then get mad when people come for you. Versus, I don't give a fuck about your motherhood, but watch who you talking to. Because additionally, I can talk more about
a liar. As I said again, you
you
are a
are
liar.
a
I
liar,
said
lady.
in the
I'm
comments
still
in the
fucking
snow.
talking. You
I
had 2
said in the
minutes to go over
You
here
wasn't
and
done.
blabber. You had 2 minutes to blabber about whatever the fuck you wanted to talk about when you sat up here and lied. I'm calling you a liar, and I'm gonna say it again. You called me slow before I even ever disrespected you with your dumb ass. Because now I'm gonna get real disrespectful. That is the fucking problem. And I agree with Miss P though, when you literally were the way you were talking and that you were trying to insinuate that you raise your kids better than us, especially the comments that especially the things you said in the comments that you put before Lovely started talking about your motherhood. When you started talking about our kids are soft. Oh my God, you lack self control, bro.
Stay
Hold on, we'll do
muted.
it like this. Go ahead,
Go
Q,
ahead.
because Aki keep jumping in. Aki can come up after I finish talking, because she keep interrupting.
I'll
Go
land
ahead,
this right
Q.
here. This is the problem, and this is really the problem I have when people come up and just try to fucking lie. Okay.
Just
All I
Alfie,
wanted.
please just let him finish this like they gave you the courtesy of finishing. We got to come
No,
up with
she is
because
lying.
hold on a sec.
Because
Wait a minute, y'all. Because I like all three of y'all. I think y'all some phenomenal women. So I just want y'all to. I don't know if y'all can iron this out, but just be civil with each other. It seems like it's been going good, but just Alfie, let them finish because they gave you the respect for letting y'all finish. I know y'all got disagreement, but we gonna give Q 30 seconds and then Lovely gonna respond.
Man, I just want to preface, ma'am. I take screenshots when people talk crazy because I know people are gonna come up here and lie. I got more of these, and I'm gonna crop them in a second. I'm gonna let Lovely go, and I want to be very fucking clear. I know exactly what you said towards me before anybody talked about your motherhood. I didn't say shit about your motherhood, so you can't put that on me. All I want to say is that the fact that you can't even understand who you are responding to shows the lack of education that you do have. Because nobody brought up education but you when you called me slow, and then said we're mad about your education because if y'all think we're inferior. Respectfully, bitch, you can never be superior to me.
Q.
I'm done.
Go ahead.
And I'm gonna say this. I got screenshots too, right? Because you actually started insulting our motherhood first, right? You made a comment said like this was while I was going to showing my son to Lisa. You made a comment. Oh, I see who ran y'all houses. You disrespected our motherhoods first. You made a lot of microaggressions in the comments, and you would come off of mute and say them under your breath on this goddamn panel. That's why I started attacking your motherhood. Because I'm like, in Alki in the United States and you saying your kids in the Caribbean, then you made this statement talking about y'all mad because y'all struggling with y'all kids. Nobody is struggling with their children, right? You made the conscious decision to bop around the world instead of just staying in the same country as your kids. If you work it out with their dads, okay, cool, fine.
But you should not insult people that choose to stay in the home with their husbands, or even if they are single mothers, and continue to raise their kids. My sister is a single mom, but guess what? My niece can go with her dad, and that's fine. But you literally, I'm so glad Q got the screenshots, because I screenshotted this shit too, right? And so, what? And then now you in the comments, y'all just mad I'm not going to kiss your ass. Nobody's asking you to, but everybody has different parenting styles, and you started insulting our parenting style first, just because we in it. And I'll say it, you wanted to lock your kids up, lines up. It lines up with the life that you live. You didn't ever attack your motherhood, but I did, because you came for ours first. Even Miss P caught it. Because Miss P repeated some of the stuff you said in the comments and made and said on this panel. Like, this was, I don't like that shit, Alki, because you came for us first. Now you're playing victim and acting like we just came with these emotions out of nowhere. No, I don't know you. I'm going off what you put in the comments. You're assuming because I choose to stay at home with my kids that I'm a struggling mom, right? That's what you stated about me, and you don't know me. I can only go off what you said. And you calling us liars, but you got 3 people on the panel, me, Q, and Miss P, right, that heard and read what you said. We got screenshots of what you said. Do I need to post my screenshots of what you said in the comment of when all this shit kicked off?
Why y'all posting? Can I ask her that question? Is y'all everybody?
Give me a minute, because I want to defend myself. Wait a minute, brother. Let me defend myself. Let me sit to me, right? Because I hate layers. When the first time I said that I will lock them up, all y'all had something to say. Oh, y'all had something to say. When I say again lock up, again lock them up. That's why I went in the comments and said, wait. And then I can't remember what I said at first. Then this girl keeps saying, oh, but she trying to ask me where I am. I turn and say, what I have to do with the topic? It doesn't matter if I am in Barbados or in the Caribbean or not. I'm talking about from my perspective of the conversation. It does not matter where I am. If we on a panel with enough different people from different places, they are going to give you their perspective. You keep saying, oh, this is America. Then I kind of say, wait, this woman slow. That was the first time I put it in the comments. Are you slow? Or you keep talking about this is America? I am talking about from my perspective, and that's the point that you could not fathom, that I was given talking on the topic from my perspective. I do not have no children that give trouble like this. I never had a child that sneak a man in my house yet. I was talking about from a perspective of the topic. But some of y'all, like, when I can't understand that, when I gotta be talking from when I want experience for y'all to have a conversation. That is not where I'm talking about. And you keep referencing my children, if you know my children. Them things cannot even get under my skin, girl, because you do not know my children. You don't know my kids. You don't know my setup. Are my children happy? My children have no complaint.
What did I say about your kids?
Women.
What did I say about your kids,
talking
Alfie?
about my kids. You keep talking.
What did I say about your kids?
I know pretending that.
What did I say about your kids?
Girl, I don't give a fuck what you say about my children.
She got 28 seconds.
I don't give a fuck what you say about your children. I can't move where my children is today. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. You all always want to become, every time somebody come and talk, when I want to be say, oh, the talk about the citizen. And you saying things that I never said. You talk about, I try to make it look like if can I speak? You talk about I try to make it look like if oh, Jesus Christ, can I speak? Or you know taught me from speaking?
Lovely. She had 5 seconds. Let's give her 5 more seconds to get it out of system. Go ahead. Get your 5 more seconds.
Listen to me, right? Listen to me. She said just know that I wanted to make it like if my parenting is better than hers. I never said shit like that. So that is you. That is how you feel within yourself, because I'm giving a perspective from where I grew up. So I never said that word
about your kids, Alfie.
Thank you.
Anybody,
you know,
if anybody on this panel,
woman don't sit down here.
Anybody on this panel, what did I say about her kids?
Did I say any? I talked about your
my
ass.
children.
I talked about your ass.
Shit about my children. You are a fucking liar. Listen, I will pay this horse any amount of money to get this right. You know, sit down here and talk so much shit about my mother. But I don't care. I don't care about nothing like that. I don't care. So whatever you say about my children, they're not gonna move how my children can live.
I never talked about your kids. I talked about your ass.
My children, that's no girl. You delusional. You know talk shit
Can
about
I
my children.
Are you done?
Can I ask y'all a question? Everybody on this panel, be honest. Tell me, what did I say about Alki's kids? Did I talk about her or did I talk about her kids?
You talked about her, not her kids. You didn't say anything about her kids.
I never
You said was that
nothing
she's
about
not
her
raising them.
kids.
Yeah.
I never said shit about her kids. And see, this the thing. I showed screenshots. Q showed screenshots. And now we showing screenshots and she's still calling us some liars.
All you gotta do is scroll back up.
Why I
You
couldn't
can see
ask
the
no question?
comments.
Y'all,
That's
y'all,
all you gotta do is
okay.
y'all just
What
take
did I say
over
about your
town
kids?
panel and shit like
Hold on,
y'all.
Larry. You save me. I gotta save you,
Wait,
bro.
and she admitted she doing. I want to be very clear, because I said that this case was in America and that we should be. We're talking about the consequences of the girl in America. She said that she put in the comment. Hold on. She said that she put in the comments. She said that she put in the comments that you're slow. So she submitted to disrespect my
But
body.
that's
I want to be very clear with
y'all. We
that.
gotta calm it down.
The reason why she said
I can't hear everybody. Hold on, y'all.
Ted, I don't need your anti-FBA shit right now. I'm not arguing about what the fuck.
That's the reason why she said.
Hold on, y'all.
I don't give a fuck why she said that. I did not disrespect that weird bitch. Stop trying to justify why she disrespected me.
Ain't nobody justifying shit.
I'm talking to Ted Pimpin, not you.
Y'all, gentlemen, let's just mute up. Let the ladies air this out real quick.
She's trying to make me out to be some bad guy, and she's saying I talked about her kids. Anything I'm saying about her is based on the comments that she posted. She is the one that posted all her fucking business in the comments. I never said anything. I talked about your ass. I talked about your fucking ass. One thing I don't do is get up and talk about children. Even when I'm debating with MAGA, I don't even talk about their fucking kids. Even though I don't want my children around their fucking kids. So yes, I talked about you and I talked about your motherhood. I sure did. But not once did I talk about your kids.
She didn't. She really didn't say anything about your kids. That's why I wanted to ask that question what Lovely had mentioned about earlier. Are you going across the globe popping your coochie?
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about, sir. I'm a married woman.
No, I'm just wondering.
See, Larry.
Either you say yes or you say no.
20 minutes, right?
That's all you gotta do.
No. For the last one, I even messaged on separately, privately in his private message.
I'm not gonna be able to speak.
Go ahead. No, it's on tip, y'all. Come on. Let.
I'm just asking the question.
Stop, Larry.
I'm not in the mood to yell over nobody today.
Go ahead. Everybody mute up, please. Let Tip get her 2 minutes.
Because
and then
I mentioned that because this situation happened here in the U.S., I don't know why we were referencing what is done in another country, because we can only base it on laws that are current to what this United States does. And I also brought up the fact where we was talking about truancy, and I'm thinking, oh, it's summertime. Are kids even in school? So truancy laws wouldn't apply. I just like people to stick to facts and stay on point. Not your feelings, but facts. Because people get all in their feelings and their emotions, and they be all over the place. And that's what causes the problems. If we know the situation, speak on the situation at hand and how it would be handled here. And let's stick to facts, please. Thank you.
I agree with you. All I'm saying is
no one here has a child in that situation.
You a grown ass woman like I'm a grown ass woman.
Y'all gonna fit 41 seconds of talking, and we're gonna give it to Miss P, y'all.
Listen, it's just
30
crazy.
seconds.
Listen,
No one
Go give it to Miss P, because one thing I can sit up here just like me as a grown ass woman. I said I never talked about her kids. I talked about her ass and I judged her motherhood. I sure the fuck did. I sure did. But her getting up here lying on me, talking about I was talking about her kids, it's because she trying to play a victim. You started this shit, Alki, with your microaggressions. And yet you won't even take accountability for that shit when I posted screenshots of what you said and Q posted screenshots of what you said. You kicked that shit off.
Okay, let Miss P answer, y'all.
Listen,
And then we just gonna open it back up, I guess. Miss P is the last one, y'all. Please.
I mean, I think for me, when I was in the comments, and like I said, I was able to sit back and listen and stuff, and and I think I've told Alki this before. I think she has a superior complex when it comes to Black Americans, specifically Black American women. I don't know if it's something that's just not conscious, and sometimes it can be inherent and you don't realize that maybe it's something that she's learned along the way, that she feels like her culture is superior. And so that's the reason why I said what I said when it came to her saying that, the whole thing about us, we that's the problem. We're too soft on our kids and we don't do X, Y, Z. And I felt like that wasn't a moment to really say that. We were only specifically talking about the fact that we should not be locking up a 13-year-old girl who has not committed a crime, who needs clearly therapeutic help, therapeutic services, and that's just where I stood. But I think once that happened, that was an opportunity for her to compare based off of how her country does it to say where we're lacking at here in this country. So, I mean, that's pretty much where I'm at with it. And this is not the first time I've noticed her do that. And I want you to know, I don't dislike you or anything, Alki. I would totally go on a panel with you. I know we'll have a difference in opinion, and I'm good on that. But each time you use those microaggressions, I am going to call you out for it, because I have not compared your country to our country. I have not compared your culture, although now I'm realizing, FBA's little slide in there that we are different. We are different, and it's okay that we're all different. You know what I'm saying? And Black people are global, but Black Americans, Caribbean American, African American, or whatever, we are not all the same. We don't rear our children the same. We don't have the same philosophies, and I'll land there.
See, that's the problem with y'all, right? Some of y'all are undercover FBAs. That's where every time some person from the Caribbean or Africa speak, y'all think that and let me land my plane. That every time that y'all think that one of us speak, that you feel that you're digging shots. I want Khan to tell me anytime that I ever come on his panel and say that I am better than anybody, that I feel that I never said that, I never imply it, and it never come up my mouth. So for the mere fact that you hearing that I feel that I better than something, that is a you problem. That is a problem that you have within yourself. That is a problem that you, for some reason, you feel that you inferior to me, and that's why I told you in the comments. That is not me telling you that. That is how you feel about yourself. It doesn't matter if I'm in a conversation with you and I'm having a conversation. I turn and say, you know what? That's why someone wanted this. That's why someone wanted this pamper one of children. I can make that comment about having a conversation about anybody, because there's people within every people group that there's baby the children are act like if the children is the friends and not parent. They don't govern the children. So for the mere fact I say that someone wanted this act like if one is friends to one of children, and you take that as me comparing Caribbean to Africa to America, when they even met the comparison, I just having an all wrong conversation. That tells your mindset, not mine. That's your mindset, putting shit in your head, hearing what I did not say. That's not me. Judge me off of the words that is coming from my mouth. Don't judge me or what you think that I'm saying, because I'm very bold and I'm going to say what the fuck I want to say. I don't hide that and can't know that about me. I say what I feel and what I think. I don't pretend. So stop taking what you feel that I hear that I say and running with it and trying to make, I got something against you. If I have something against you, I won't come and sit among you. I don't need friends. What are you talking about?
So this the thing, right? Ain't nobody up here looking for friends, but let me make this clear. There's this thing called intent versus impact, right? And see, my thing is what I don't like that you're doing right now, Alki, you're being disingenuous. Because you made slick comments, you made slicker comments in the chat, right? And you're getting called out on it, and you won't even take accountability and say or even acknowledge that you were offensive. Like, I don't understand you're not a dummy, Alki. I've been on panels, so I know you have a level of emotional intelligence where you can understand when you have offended someone, right? You even started defending, because let's just be clear.
I came at you because of the comments that you made that Miss P is referencing to. Because I felt like, me personally, right? I felt like you were attacking our motherhood, right? Because we did not agree with locking our children up, as you stated. So you were making slick things in the comments, right? And this is how I feel, right? I understand you got a co-parenting relationship with the fathers of your children, and it's fine. I understand 2 of your children are grown and 2 of them are minors. I understand that you've been doing you the past 5 years. Okay, whatever, right? But you made insulting comments, right, about those of us that choose to stay in the homes and raise our own children. You insinuated that we are struggling. You insinuated that we couldn't leave our children with their fathers, right? But it got, I like Aki. I've never gotten into it with you.
And let how you just twist.
Usually on panels, me and you are on the same side. But I'm here to tell you that you were offensive, and you made some offensive comments towards Black American women and how we choose to raise our children. Right? You stated you were speaking from Barbados, but you made some microaggressions. I have told you that, Q has told you that, Miss P has told you that, and instead of you saying, you know what, guys, I could have said some things that, may have been interpreted wrong, but that was not my intention. Like, I showed you screenshots, Q showed you screenshots, so we saying you lying and we got proof that's what you said? Like, I mean, come on, just be honest. You were offensive.
I find out you was a liar. I can speak now.
You know what? I'm done. You know what? You a liar.
Can
you
I
a
speak
motherfucking
now?
lie.
So you calling
you
let her finish and then
you calling Miss P a lie. You calling 3 people on this panel a lie.
We gotta be fair, y'all. We gotta let her speak.
Right.
I don't know how this got here.
We gotta listen to her try to play victim. Then you sat up here and lied on me and said she reported me. Go ahead and drop.
Y'all doing all this with Miss My Dear here? I don't report nobody. I don't report.
Oh, she's been here the whole time, Fafa. She's been hanging with us.
On Miss My Dear Sunday. Wow.
No, she's been fine.
No, Miss Badir, I'm so sorry. This is not how we normally behave.
No.
What's the topic?
Miss Badir was a part of the conversation. She actually gave her little 2 cents. She been hanging with us.
I got choked on a cracker. I'm sorry.
You didn't do anything.
She been chilling with us.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
she got me down, sweet. Yeah, I got choked on a cracker. I got some water.
I just wanted to say, and repeat.
Y'all dropped her down.
You gotta go down for 10 minutes. You got a restriction.
Can we please stick to facts?
Let's just get a 10-minute restriction. Not a restriction, but just a 10-minute.
Miss Madeir wants to be dropped, guys.
Okay. Thank you for coming up.
Have a good Sunday, Miss Madeir. We don't have to keep on talking about this lady in this scenario, do we?
No, we can move on.
Okay, all right.
After I say what I need to say.
Okay.
Do you have to?
After Tip says what she needs to say.
You are a mod, right?
Yes, I do.
You
are a mod, right? All right, okay, go ahead.
Pipe down,
Let's go. Don't tell me to pipe down, woman.
Come on, y'all. Let's clear the air, guys. Come on. Hey guys.
Go ahead. I gotta put it.
Thanks so much for sticking around.
To keep y'all on track, because if we're gonna talk about something, be honest and stick to facts. I've said that so many times. Stick to facts. Don't come up here and say you didn't do that when we can clearly scroll back up and see what was said, when it was said, and who said it. So please stop doing that. I mean, it can easily be disproven. So let's just be honest. If we're gonna speak with facts, and don't come up here on your feelings. That's all I've asked.
Well, what's the topic so we can speak facts?
We were talking about the mother who unalived the 20-year-old man that was under her 13-year-old son's bed. That's what we were talking about.
Oh, now you want to get quiet. You hear about that?
Yeah, because some people say,
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday.
Some people say the blame should be put on the mother, the child, and the 20-year-old man. Some people said the 13-year-old child shouldn't be the one to blame. It should be the adults. And some people want to lock the 13-year-old child up.
The child.
Yes.
A child. Okay.
Yes.
How are they gonna lock the child up?
Well, see, if you had came up.
No, I heard what she. Listen to me. Listen,
how y'all gonna cut? Hold on.
See, Tech, you came up here just.
Hold on, Tech. It's not your turn.
Tech came up here interjecting and
I was responding to this tip for giving me enough consideration to catch me up. How
and
you gonna
that's
just
what I was
jump
trying to
in?
do. And see, that's what he been doing. I kept trying to tell him, you don't know what's going on.
No, I heard her say.
Tech.
I heard what she said. I heard what
So you
she
think
said.
that a child whose brain hold on, I'm talking to Miss Tip, Tech. It's not I've been trying to tell you.
All right, go ahead.
So you're telling me a child whose brain is not fully developed is supposed to be punished as an adult because of an action two adults took?
She say put them in juvenile because that's what they do in their country. But we're not in Alki, but we're not in Barbados. We're on a case that's
going
here.
back to
And that's what we keep trying to say.
Oh,
if this case took place here, we have to base it on what happened here.
Right, and Fafa, we were trying to explain the cultural differences, and she was insulting us in the comments, saying that we see who run y'all's household, like making it seem like because we would rather our children go to therapy than be locked up, that our children somehow run our households. She was calling people slow, right? And then she made comments about how because we live with our children, we're struggling with our children. So I think the only thing is about putting a child in prison.
Don't forget, y'all told her that she was crossing the globe, popping her coochie.
Are you sticking your head in? No, what I said was, Papa, was just because we choose to stay at home and raise our own children, why she out popping her pussy across the globe? Because she made the comment that we can't get mad because she can travel the world. Wait a minute.
Oh yeah, Fafa, and then they wouldn't even allow me to ask her that question. I just wanted her to answer. Are you really doing that? No. Pimping. Always gotta have your fucking questions answered. Why I can't get my motherfucking questions answered?
That wouldn't have been a good argument for us to jump.
And what was crazy, Fafa, was I explained myself. Q explained how she was offended. Miss P explained herself. And somehow, instead of her just kind of saying, you know what, I can understand why y'all would interpret it that way. Right? She doubled down she pivoted to saying, I talked about her kids. And one thing I don't do, I don't talk about nobody's kids. I'm trying to read these comments.
We get ghetto around this motherfucker, Fafa. I mean, we get ghetto fabulous in this bitch.
I'm with you right now, pimp.
I know, cuz I'm like, shit, I want to know what's going on when Lovely asked that question. She ain't came up and answered it at all, man. I just want to know. I mean, that should have been the first thing she would have said. I don't do that stuff. I'm a lady. I'm more respectable than that. Yeah. No, she came up here.
She said she was married.
It don't matter. You could be married and still going across the globe. What the hell?
Come on,
a piece of paper got to do with you going across the globe, popping your
Okay, let's move on. Let's move on.
Exactly. I wasn't accusing her of that.
Exactly.
Let's move on.
Yeah, I wasn't
talking about how wild. I'm
the
talking about how wild the accusation
I just want her to answer.
No, that's not a good question to ask, though. That's not really a fair question to ask.
You tell them.
Come on, there's no way to
That's
move.
it.
My thing is like one thing I'm not gonna sit up here
Love
is to
is
date
not.
somebody fucking lies. Like you got 3 people on this panel that said how you were offensive, and you still gonna double the fuck down on and
Yeah,
still continue your offensive behavior.
but she was speaking. But the thing
Come
is
on,
that
y'all.
she was
Come on,
speaking.
man.
She was speaking. Listen,
Come on,
I
HBK.
don't
Can
even
we
want to
just?
talk about. I don't
Yes,
even
thank
know.
you.
Are we
Trump didn't do
gonna talk
anything
about?
today, y'all. Please tell me Trump did something or said something.
And then she was in the comments talking about something, my kids are richer than you all. Y'all just mad because my kids are richer than you all.
Yeah, because
kids
by
have more
then
money
the
than you
gloves
all.
were off. The gloves were off. The knives were out. Everyone was going for each other's throat. You
But
guys
the
are
only
not.
person that was
Stop
talking
for a
about
second.
her kids was
I've been
her.
hearing you. I've been hearing you for the like. This conversation happened when I was downtown in New York City in Manhattan. I'm back in my place in the Bronx. You're going to say the same thing you've been saying, and I'm not even getting a chance to say, yo, y'all did not apply on her end also, and maybe rightfully so, but there's not one measure of grace that's been applied between ladies. And y'all going to sit around and be like, I mean, I'll be damned I'll be in a relationship with any of y'all like that. Because y'all
Well,
do
good thing
not
a
give,
marriage
let
don't
me, hear
happen.
me out, because y'all give
Ridiculous out the
no grace.
Tech,
No
I didn't show
flex.
grace. I didn't show
No,
grace when I went up and told her that I didn't
I'm
have
sorry.
a problem
Actually,
with.
you were the most graceful, oddly enough. Yeah,
Oh
which oddly enough, I was sitting there going like, well, like you're not going for the jugular. You're not going for the jugular. You know what I'm saying? But I was sitting there going like, God damn, like there's nothing. Fuck, all of a sudden, Q is like super FBA all of a sudden. The lady can't even say, well, in Barbados, you know, I'm allowed to. All of a sudden, it's like, that's what we doing. We
So
can't.
did y'all hear about
Wait a
those
minute, I just want to make
retaliatory
sure I
strikes on
understand
Iran?
something.
Okay, but you saying the same thing over and over again too. Y'all all okay.
Oh
Did
my
y'all
God,
hear about
no
those
way.
retaliatory?
You tell
Did y'all
Fafa,
hear
go
about
ahead.
those retaliatory strikes on Iran?
Yeah, I mean, but they're always going to strike Iran. This is a
No
beef
worry. I don't want to
forever.
hear you. I just heard your voice. Somebody else.
You
I
tell him,
don't
Fafa.
like my God, boy. How much do I have to pay for mod, bro?
Hey, I just want you to read the comments. Scroll up
I
and
know
read.
what she said.
Okay,
I heard it. I heard what she said.
Well, why do you want us to give grace?
I don't. Why?
Okay.
Oh my God! What is grace there for? When you're, is it you want to just go for the juggler all day on people?
But taking
Okay,
What? No, she's bopping all over the globe. So he's trying to get her to bop over there.
Trying to say is it's a time to move on rather than keep harping on the same thing. We just gotta move the fuck on.
My God.
Tony.
HBK.
One more time and you dropped it.
No, I'm actually enjoying this side of him. I'm actually enjoying it. Go ahead.
Look at the comments right now, Tech. Look. Read them.
I got to put my glasses back on.
Read them because you saying
gotta
give
put my
grace
glasses
and you want us to move on. You want us to move on, but look.
Hey, but I think, you know, if the other party's not addressing it, I think it's fair to say that we should move on from it, and it's a time that, you know, the other person just got to be the bigger person and give up the
So we've been doing
conversation.
this for 8 consecutive nights. We've been having retaliatory strikes. 8 consecutive nights.
Good job,
Just
Fafa.
when we thought it was coming to an end. Chaos.
I think it's retaliatory. I think it never ended to begin with. It was all a lie.
Agreed, HBK. Right, that's what I was about to say. You don't think that would be a good point if I said it, Fafa?
I'm not sure.
Oh God, jeez.
But wait, didn't they stop for a couple of days doing the MO?
3.
The MOU.
3 days. It only stopped for 3 days. I knew it wasn't gonna last, and then I'm gonna tell you, I won $50 because my husband was like, "It's gonna last for 2 weeks." I said, "I give it a day," and I was closer.
The problem isn't it lasts. The problem is the president's constantly lying, saying that they're agreeing to things that they're not actually agreeing to. Like he said, they're gonna open up
they disputed over the strait being open or closed. You're right.
Exactly, and then you got Israel, who still hasn't left Lebanon. The
Yeah, but
president
they
needs to
little
be honest with the people.
punk Yeah.
Tell them, Fafa.
I think that this is affecting someone's market. And they know it. They know how to play off of someone's market, and someone is making money off of it. That's the only.
And we, the
I want to say
American people,
logical.
believe in the bullshit rather than reading between the lines.
But how can anyone believe that? It doesn't seem feasible to me that anyone could walk in, attack someone's house, basically unalive the first 20 layers of their leadership or 20 leaders, right? And that we're all going to go back to some kumbaya. It just doesn't.
Your volume went out. Again.
Yeah.
I heard him.
God answers all prayers very good. You don't have to say it twice.
Oh, just quick thing.
She's just being facetious.
Spain is about to win the World Cup. I'm about to win at least $987. I just want everybody to know. Thank you.
So it sounds like I'm about to get a nice gift.
And I want some. I want my cut.
I better see an Interstellar.
Everybody are a hand heart.
Ew. $1.
Don't be it's a gift. You don't bash gifts.
Keep it.
I cannot.
So
I wasn't listening. What's the topic?
We were talking about.
She just said it.
I'm not gonna lie. I was not listening. Y'all was saying I was just wanting to be trolled, but I'm interested now. What y'all was talking about?
Of course you do, HBK. We know
The lady whose daughter had that grown man over and she pew-pewed him in the front lawn.
Be in jail. She was so dumb. You should have did it in the house.
I said the same thing. I would have did it in the house.
You would have been justified.
I would have been like so shocked and scared,
Now I'm not saying he didn't deserve it. Well, you can't just unalive somebody in the back of the head outside the house. That's insane.
Right. That's and too many eyes. Too much going on.
Wait, say
do
that
it
again.
in the house.
I would have shot underneath the bed.
HBK, what did you say that she gonna So y'all think she's gonna use that as a
no, she can't.
Why? You said
Like
you
the
literally
boogeyman.
just said what it was. You said that's insane.
No.
Do
She can't
something
she can't say she was temporarily insane
Why
because
can't she?
the guy wasn't a threat at all.
Right. She let him
Insanity
get outside.
doesn't have anything to do with being.
And
a
you
threat.
can't do it from behind the head.
Right.
And then I read somewhere
I'm not
that she
in my
told
right
her daughter
mind.
that if she ever catch somebody in the house again, she was going to unalive them. So that's premeditated. Let's go. That's premeditated.
What state is this again?
Premeditated.
We not finna let that go.
Yeah, that's
Yes, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay, guys.
What state is this?
He should got all his clothes.
Let me be very honest with you. Even in Florida, we have the castle doctrine, and you still cannot do that outside. And they've abided by removing themselves as a harm. You can't do that. She should have did it under the bed like HBK said.
Right, especially when she told him to leave. She told him to leave.
I wouldn't even told him to leave. I would have sent him to heaven early, but I wouldn't have did all that.
She should have held up a gunpoint and called the police. Like what?
No, no.
Well, I would have unalived them. But once he left the house, I would just say, hold right here till police come. That's what I would do. And then if he would try to run, maybe chase him. But you can't chase him outside your property.
I would have unalived his ass right then and there. But then you got to think about it. If she did not have,
I would have been holding him and whooping my daughter with the other hand.
She could have filed charges against him, right? And he would have been registered for the rest of his life.
You know, we got to file charges. The state would have did it themselves.
Yeah,
why
the
is a
state would've
20-year-old
picked it
man
up,
in a 13-year-old room? Either to get it or not. But and the people, I heard on one live, they were like, the daughter's to blame because she brought him in the house. Like, what the fuck? I don't care how grown she act. A grown man should have known different.
You must have heard this live earlier because that's what was said on this live.
Oh no, I was on Black Conservative Live. Them people are evil. Don't ever go over there, y'all. Them people are evil.
Yeah, ew.
Wait a minute.
No, I do not. Ugh.
He does.
Honestly, the 20-year-old.
Is there any new news on that kid who got unalived in North Carolina?
I said you the MAGA whisperer, so you finally found a black MAGA you can't whisper
to. That's hilarious. Nah, them different kind of. I don't even know. Those are like NPC characters. I don't even think you could whisper to them. They robotic.
Throw in the comments. What y'all arguing about?
I don't know, and it's so long I can't
This is
keep
the type
up.
of
I tell you
thing.
what, if you
This
want
is
to
the type of
understand
thing.
what's
It's
going on
never
in
going
the
to
comments,
end.
I could
It's
take
never
you.
going to fucking
Time
end.
out.
Don't.
Why would you go back to that conversation anyways, man?
Because that's how it is. It's no. It's no.
If you want to go with find out what's in the comments, you might have to go
I
to the
don't need.
comments.
Don't
If you
need
can.
Funny
comments.
con. Don't be funny.
No, I'm just saying it's
No,
it's
please
a
don't be
privilege to
asking. We
be
done
on this
moved
panel.
on.
No,
It
I can
is, man.
multitask.
I'm
It is a
joking.
privilege.
They don't understand that shit, Con.
Hey,
These
listen, like
privilege
if
you
you,
should be
I feel like
paying.
if you know it's not gonna be no resolution, just move on.
Yeah, don't y'all
This
know
is
this?
not.
Hey, this is the most FBA
Don't say it.
conversation, the most FBA conversation that we have here on this motherfucking app. Con be
That's only
serious about
because.
our shit. And then
Watch
our
AI
FB,
send all them niggas
then
over.
we got better information than these stupid motherfuckers have for themselves.
Here it is.
You get what I'm saying? They can't even go and find their own motherfucking. Man, did y'all hear this shit this morning? Did anybody was here this fucking morning with these motherfuckers?
No. What happened?
Hey, you know what? We had
I was.
Lovely
Lord
on
have
the
mercy.
Well, I had
What
to jump
happened?
off because
I
I
was
had to get
here,
inside with
but
my hubby.
Man,
that's how
y'all, who
that's how
gonna
Lovely
explain it
got
to
her
him?
first set of
Con, you
points.
gonna
But
do
I
it or
was,
you
it was
want
a headache. I
Ashley
left.
last?
It
Talk.
was civil
You already
for a hot.
No, we
started.
ain't gotta talk about it again. We ain't gotta talk about it.
No.
It was
Y'all, we got
civil
to
for
move
a
on with the
second though. It was
Sunday.
pretty.
Oh my.
Wait,
It was
hold on. He
good.
was civil with
For a little
FBA. What
bit.
happened? What
For a
happened?
little. He was
Did
trying to
y'all hear
explain.
about them billions in tariff refunds that
Billion.
the
Nope.
Treasury had to pay out?
She
81 billion,
redirected.
y'all.
Fuck.
What's
81
crazy
Man, it
about
billion.
didn't
it?
go
It's
to the
going.
Do y'all
consumers,
hear
I know.
me?
I think it's gonna be
81
but it
billion.
didn't go
Wait,
to the
But why?
consumers. Who did it go to?
it went to
No, the Treasury had to pay out 81 billion in tariff refunds.
to
I
who?
know,
Refunds that
Oh,
the
the
but
The
court
tariff refunds.
corporations
That was
did.
going to
it went to
the
happen.
businesses.
That
corporations.
was
It
going
didn't
to
go to
happen.
What?
consumers.
No, I didn't
No,
say
it
it.
goes to.
No,
Wait,
no, he was just saying.
hold
He was
on,
just saying you
moment.
didn't
Hold
say.
Yeah, I
on.
was just
Hold
saying,
on.
Papa.
Hold on. Y'all don't
Okay,
understand.
go ahead. Let them
That's a
explain.
larger deficit to our revenue based off
Correct.
of us making not us, but you know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
unfortunately we're here. That's like us making these rational decisions, putting them in place, and then dealing with repercussions on the back end.
Well, hold on. The question is, how much did they
We
make
were
off
supposed to
of?
be getting checks to us. Now we owe companies
How much did they
81
make?
billion.
How much did they make off of it though?
I'm
Wasn't it like a point
I'm ready to form a company and grab a
1.3 billion though? I'm
Are
not
those
saying.
companies gonna
How
lower
much
the
If
did
price
they?
they
of them?
took back 81 billion,
Are those companies
I
gonna
81
lower
think
the
that was
prices
billion.
the
for
play all
consumers?
along, Papa. Let me tell you why I think that was the play all along is because we know Donald Trump, he gets in bed with these companies. So I think I think they had that pre-planned all along. I think they knew
Ain't
they was
that's
going
the end of
to.
this? Ain't that's the end of the second quarter for taxes for them? Ain't don't the tax season end in what, September, October? Right.
I think instead of giving them the money, they should have given them allowed them to use them for deductions on their taxes. That would have been better.
That
Can I tell you guys? Can I tell you something? It's one of the reasons why I fucks with Tony, because I don't even know when the fucking end of the second quarter of any tax, whatever the fuck you just said is.
Not educated, war
I
council.
literally
Not
do not.
educated.
I
So we'll put
literally
you
am
guys
like,
on the left
I'm
side
not.
of the
Y'all
classroom,
don't really get it.
closer to
I
the
look at
board.
Tony, and you talk about if the case of a book don't do the cover, whatever the fuck it says. There's only one time I think that I
Okay,
was
we
like,
get
yo,
it. Tony
hold
reminded you of the
yo,
room.
God, Papa.
You're trying to get us off track here. We're having a
No, he was
conversation.
he was giving Tony his flowers.
I
Actually.
mean, goddamn, like I
How
can't get
many?
all that
A
either.
bouquet? His arms
Loves
hurt.
interrupting me.
I'm
God
sorry.
damn, girl.
You know what it is? They just jealous because we're full of
No,
love,
but you
fellas.
didn't give him
And the
flowers. You
ladies
gave
were
him
going
like
at
20
each other
bouquets.
today.
I know, right?
Tony said
I'm trying to
okay.
be, bro. I see you. I see you, my dog. I see you.
That's what we
Ted, you wanna borrow one of my
I'm about to turn your camera off.
Ted, you wanna borrow one of my grandson pacifiers?
Nah, I don't need it. I'm my own. I'm my own.
you know,
I like me as I am, bro.
No, I'm just trying to figure out the tiers.
Tears for what?
So what I think we should do is we should all stop paying taxes. We should put in a required ordinance that every month we should be able to see what our state and local treasury is doing with our money every month. Every single month.
But don't they have council meetings for that?
court. They ain't showing us what they doing. Sure. They just telling us. I want to see. I'm talking about somewhere I can log in and see every month. Even if I don't come to the meeting.
Itemized spreadsheet. Itemized spreadsheet showing exactly where
and
each
I want to track. Yeah,
Hey,
and I
Papa,
want
they
to
have
put a
that.
new law in to track every person that's a politician that has access to economical advances. I want us to be able to track their income, any income they're earning off of the
But they
American
already
dollar.
have that, Papa. It's called Patriot Watch or something watch.com.
Yeah, but I don't see no insider. I don't see no trading information going on there. You just telling me about their salary. They not coming in making, you know, $250,000 leaving out 7 million just up in the ups. No, you didn't even work but 1 year.
And there's a rumor going around that Thomas is being investigated for tax fraud.
Which Clarence Thomas?
That one that she's supposed to be.
They just booed our governor off the stage.
The judge? Yo,
yeah,
listen, fam. Literally every day goes by, people are like, yo, the government is corrupt, right? And once we start believing it, then
like the Bugs Life.
Then nothing, just thank you.
Y'all remember when they turned up and the little ones turned up and got crunk? Remember in the Bugs Life? Y'all remember that movie?
No, I never seen it.
No, nobody remember. But hold on, y'all. Because I'm on YouTube as well, but I have to end it on YouTube. So everybody on the panel, could y'all please say thank y'all to the YouTube fans for watching?
Thank you, YouTube people.
Appreciate you guys.
Next year,
they should be thanking us. Didn't we give them a show?
Well,
why are we thanking y'all? Y'all are
support me on
You're
YouTube.
welcome. You're welcome.
Y'all getting educated about me and Papa.
We give them something to see. This is not true.
You humble on this Sunday.
You should cam up. We should cam up.
Who, me?
You just
everyone should cam the fuck up. I can't. I love. Because I'm a black man. People be expecting things from like a black man.
See you're a black man.
I know. I gotta present. I gotta present for the older black gentlemen. Like not everyone is like I'm handsome for what I think I am.
You're not. But you're not. But
I know that's bad.
I'm fine as
Son, are you hanging up?
I'm fine.
I'm hanging up on YouTube. Real quick.
You're hamster.
Well, then cut war off. Tell
YouTube.
war that we're ending at war. Good night.
Good night, YouTube.
Well,
just say disconnect on your own.
No,
do we have to say something? Should we say something?
You being funny, man.
We should all say something, like have a thing like Papa's like, yeah, whatever, guys. And tonal drop knowledge.
You know how I always
look like a character.
Oh, you young whippersnappers.
I used to end my videos. I used to do them. This is the moron. This is your moron with the conscious, aka conscious moron. Appreciate you for joining me. And remember, without you, there would be no moron. Peace.
90 seconds.
And it was very boring. Very boring. We only had 4 people watching.
All right,
that was kind of poetic, bro. That's some poetry.
Yeah, but no, we're done with that con.